from the 97%. Don't use their vocabulary. Don't use their excuses. Don't use their method of drift and neglect. Won't even walk around the block for their health. Won't even eat an apple a day. Won't even take the time to refine their philosophy for a better life. Walk away and join the 3%. Guess how many people can retire from the income of their own personal resources when it comes time to retire? Answer, 5%. In America, 5% of the people are independent. 95% are dependent. Take charge of your own retirement, you can multiply it at least by 5. Let the government take care of it, some company take care of it, you've got to divide by 5. I'm asking you, take charge of your own retirement. Take charge of your own life. It happens to be one of the titles of my own cassette program, Take Charge of Your Own Life. That's what we talked about here all morning. Take charge of your own day. Don't have days like most people have. You'll wind up broke and poor. Pennies, no treasures. Trinkets, no value. Change it all. And it starts as simple as an apple a day. It starts as simple as the first book of your new library. It starts as simple as the first journal that you get, and make the first entry that when people see it will say, this is the beginning of a study of a serious student. They're going to be healthy. They're going to be powerful. They're going to be rich. They're going to have it all. Look, they've committed themselves to a whole new journey. I'm asking you to do that. But what's easy to do is what? Easy not to do. But walk away from the 90%. Walk away from the 97%. Walk away from the 95%. Don't go where they go. Don't do what they do. Don't talk like they talk. Develop you a whole new language. Be part of the few. Guess when I went and got this little book, Richest Man in Babylon? Guess when I went and got it? The same day I heard about it. I went and got it. Somebody says, well, Mr. Ron, does that make you different than most everybody else? The answer is yes. Somebody says, well, why is that? We don't know. What do we know? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. All we know is some get the spark and say, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my health. I'm going to change my relationship with my family. I'm going to change everything. And if it starts with an apple, if it starts with a walk around the block, if it starts with a book, if it starts with a journal, whatever it starts with, I'm a candidate. I'm ready to go and change my life. I invite you on that journey. Once you look back on it, you will never turn back. You'll never go back to the old ways and the old language and the old neglect. Never. Cardiovascular problems alone in America create over 1,000 funerals a day. And 70% of it is neglect. I'm asking you not to hope they're going to fix this out here next year so that you'll be healthier. I'm asking you to pick up some new disciplines so that you will be healthy. Drive yourself to do it. Book by book, entry by entry. It's all available for you. You talk to 10 more, you'll get another. Talk to 10 more, you'll get another. Now you can compete. If you can only get 1 out of 10, you can compete, even with somebody that can get 9 out of 10. If you've been here a long time, you can get 9 out of 10. I just joined, I can only get 1 out of 10. If we have a 30-day contest, I will beat you. Say, well, how could you beat me? Here's why. During that 30 days, you talk to 10 and get 9. I talk to 100 and get 10. I beat you. And I do it for 2 reasons. I sincerely wish to win. But I do it for another very sincere reason. I wish for you to lose. And that's noble on my part. Here's why it's noble. You learn more by losing than you do by winning. So I wish to give you that experience. So I wish to give you that experience.
It's the Late Night Live Stream with your host, Don A.
Hey, welcome to the Late Night Live Stream. I am your host, Don A. I want to say thank you to everybody who's in and checking us out. I really appreciate it. I really want to say thank you to everybody who's reached out to me and, showed their appreciation to what we're trying to do here. I'm just trying to hang out and have a good time, and there's a lot of people out there that are like me, which is pretty cool, and it makes me feel good to know that we got a lot of support out there. Speaking of good, I got the Aunt Sally there. You there, Aunt Sal?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, all right. Good deal. Good deal. And my main man, Richie Ross, my brother from another mother. You there, partner?
So I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. Listen, I'm glad you guys are here. And like I said, there's two sides to every coin. Just like there's good out there, there's also a lot of scumbag shit out there. And I'm the kind of guy, I got thick skin, lizard skin, as they like to say. And when you're fighting and we're busting balls, I've been doing it for a long time. I actually enjoy it, the camaraderie and mixing it up with people. Sometimes it gets a little rough. And there's no, in love and war, what do they say? There's no real rules to it. You do whatever you got to do. It's all fair, And you talk shit about me, you put pictures about me, you have me on another show, all that good shit is fine and dandy. I got no problem with that. What I do have a problem with, and when you lose, is when you start picking on defenseless, helpless people. People who can't fight back or people who's not even involved. If I'm fighting with you, the last thing I'm going to want to do is go, where's your kid at? It's a strange thing for me, but when people are saying my kid's name on air on other shows or saying they have muscular dystrophy or, taking their picture, putting their picture out there and saying that kind of shit, to me, it's a scumbag, bottom feeder move. It's really, really disgusting. And those are the kind of guys I don't want to play around with. Like, again, I like to have fun. I like to mix it up. I'll call other shows. They want to talk about my hairdo this week or, whatever, call me a lizard or leave a million messages on my phone, even when the show's not on the air, playing Godfather music and gabagool and voices and businesses. You can come at me all you want to. Mattresses. I don't care about any of that shit. But when you start talking about my kids, that's a weak coward move to me. That's when somebody really fears you. I guess that's what they would do. I've never feared nobody where I'd want to do that, but that's the only thing that I can think of that would make somebody want to do it. So I've officially unsubscribed to said channel. I'm not going to be. It used to be like a guilty pleasure for me where I can watch and say, oh, let's see what these guys are talking about. They spend a lot of time talking about me, so it's kind of funny, again, to giggle about that kind of shit. But when you start saying things and you condone that kind of shit and you're exploiting children, that's really weird shit, and that's not anybody I want to fuck with. So I'm going to leave that alone now. I just wanted to make sure that I spoke my piece on that. Anybody who wants to have beef, you can come to my house. You could dox me. We could have coffee, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. But you don't bring somebody's kids into it, and not in that fashion. Not where you're saying their name, not when you're putting their picture up and that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to say that. And again, that has nothing to do with all the people that has had my back and everybody who's supported the show. I'm just a guy like you. We're all part of this universe, and I just choose to represent the good force. When we get linked into that, there's no stopping us. You know what I'm saying? So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Huh?
They're scumbags. That's all they are.
Okay, Aunt Sally, I don't need your help. We're not like that show where we don't gang up on other people and stuff like that. I can fight my own battles, but thank you, Aunt Sally. I appreciate that. And
I know you fight your own battles, but that's my blood too, and that's bullshit. I don't like it.
Well, the thing is, I don't think anybody understands is I have 4 kids. I have 3 daughters, and I have a son, and he's 19, and I love my son, more than anything. I mean, he's amazing. So to say things like that about him is horrible. He's not dying. He doesn't have muscular dystrophy. It's a horrible thing. Now, he has special needs. Yes, he does have special needs. But you know what? I wouldn't change him for the world. I love him. He's with me. He lives right upstairs with my other daughters. And we work really, really hard with everything that we do to make sure that he has a comfortable life. So I've never been in a position where I had to defend that. It's just a weird thing for me. But it is what it is. I guess everything happens for a reason, right? So, I love my kids.
Other people don't People don't know you. They're
Well,
talking shit.
But that's okay. The people that do know me know what kind of guy I am, and if you don't know, you get to know me. You know, you get to know me. I don't brag about my kids. I don't even talk much about my kids. I'm a pretty private, personal guy. I'm only on here to have fun. I'm not looking again to get money or donations or none of that shit. I just want to have a good time. To me, this is like a card game where we mix it up and have fun. So when you start stooping to that, it's a low blow. Well, it's a low blow. And I know it isn't the guy saying it. I know it's the other shows putting them up to it for whatever reason, because they used to be good with me. I mean, they used to love me and beg me to go on their shows until I said I was starting my own show. Then all of a sudden, yeah, they're setting me up and having other people, you know, say all this shit about me and whatever. So it makes no difference. I just wanted to make sure that I put my side out there because there's been a lot of talk on other shows. And I wanted to make sure that I let people know we could do whatever you want. We can call each other. We could put pictures with each other. We could do all that shit. But do it to me. Don't do it to other people that can't defend themselves. My kids don't know anything about this world or what I do. This is a hobby, and this is fun. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate that. And Aunt Sal, I know you had some stuff you wanted to talk about in See, Aunt Sally is very political, guys. If you ever see her on Twitter or Facebook or in real life or every time you talk to her on the phone, she has a lot of political views. And I thought it would be a really good idea if we had a little segment for Aunt Sally, and we will call that little segment Political News with Aunt Sally. There she is. Check her out.
Okay, let's get back. I really don't put my political views on Facebook.
You put it everywhere, Aunt Sally. Come on.
I click like on things, you know.
No, you get a little nasty. You get a little nasty. All right.
No, never.
That's okay.
I have friends on both sides.
Both sides?
So, yeah, friends that are liberals, friends that are Republicans. I'm not going to go on there and tear up people that are my friends because they don't feel the same way I do.
All right.
I totally disagree with that. You have people on the social media that if you do voice your opinion, they jump all over you and want to kill you. So I kind of stay clear for that. With my family, when we're on the phone or in the house, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Well, you almost stabbed me last time I seen you, so I figured this is a perfect this is a perfect forum for you to talk about the political news, because I think Richie agrees with you on a lot of things too, and he backs it up. He's got information. This guy's like a gold mine of info.
No.
Right? So.
Well, the thing is this, you know, you people, oh, you're a Donald Trump lover. I make one thing clear. This could be anybody that is being treated this way. It's not that I just love Donald Trump. I don't like what they're doing to this man and his family. Bullshit. Now, it could be they were doing it to any of our past presidents, and I feel the same way. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I know.
So let's enough of that. Let's get on to how they're trying to start a civil war here. This is ridiculous. I'm reading up here with this Maxine Waters, and she's actually calling her supporters in to harass people of the cabinet, no matter where they are. Go after them.
For real?
It's not you. That's not how you handle shit.
Who did it?
So, recently, got assault charges pressed against her.
Oh no.
This lady's out of control. They gotta get rid of her. Yeah, she, the one reporter who, you know, favoring Donald Trump was asking her, and she just wouldn't answer. She hit the girl's face with her papers.
Mm-hmm.
And she, you know, she had some papers in her hands. I guess she hit her in the face with the papers. And yeah, look it up. They're pressing charges against her. They're not the kind of people. Yeah, this was just during this past week. That should be in office, hold office. They're biased. It's bullshit. Yeah, take a look at it. Read about it.
Well, that's what you're supposed to be telling me. That's why it's political news with Aunt Sally. You didn't do your homework, Aunt Sally.
Well, I just told you about it.
You told me about it, but you got to tell me about it. You know what I mean.
Okay, let's move on here. I'm still old enough you're still young where I could crack your ass, Donnie. Richie, you heard that?
He heard it.
All right. You know, some things got to be funny. Can't just all be serious. All right, we can move on. Sarah Sanders kicked out of a restaurant because they don't agree with what the Trump administration stands for.
Okay, who's Sarah Sanders?
She's one of
And you got feedback in the back. Can you tell them to turn off the show, or can you leave the room? I hear it.
I know, but it's just me. Hello?
Hello. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay. So,
Yeah, there's nothing.
so what did Sarah Silverman did that?
Oh, Sarah Sanders. Sarah
Mike-
Huckabee Sanders.
Oh.
Yes.
President Trump's
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry. You cut out a little bit. It was something to do with KFC or Sarah Silverman. So what happened?
KFC.
She's the press secretary.
No, I know she is.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, her and her family went to the restaurant. They asked her to leave.
That's bullshit.
Okay, she leave. Yeah, it is bullshit. I mean, well, turns out the owner of the restaurant is cousins with Meryl Streep. So there you go.
The actress?
Trump paid her right there. Yeah.
What is your problem?
Well, it's well known that that lady who runs the Red Hen and the people who go there, they're way left-wing type of people. Everyone knows that. It doesn't have to be cousins or anybody, any relationship to Meryl Streep.
Okay. But isn't that anti-American to throw somebody out of a restaurant because you don't believe in their political views?
In my opinion, Don, I think if I own a restaurant and I don't like you, I have the reason to say, hey, you know what? Why don't you get the fuck out of here?
Sure, of course. Of course. But, you know, you pay taxes too. So if they're paying, obviously you could throw anybody out wherever the fuck you want.
I mean, I'd ask you in a nice way, you know, could you please step outside and come back?
Right.
I don't like you. I don't like what you stand for. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like your oily hair.
Rich, you don't start. Come on, man. Not today,
I don't like
Rich.
your guinea charm. I don't like your guinea charm.
Hey, we're all the same. We may look different, we may talk different, but we're all the same, right?
It would be the same if it was so different.
I know,
you
it's
look
true.
different, you are different. That's just the way
Well,
it is.
because some people are connected to the good force, some people are connected to resistance, meaning they don't put other people first. They only care about themselves. You know what I mean?
We all of us only care about ourselves.
Really?
My broken nail is more important than your massive heart attack.
All right, Richie, that's it. You're off the show.
Well, either way, now they kicked her and her family out, so they went across the street to another restaurant, and people from that Red Hen went across and were harassing them.
Really?
I mean, come on. Yeah.
I didn't hear
They
about
wouldn't
that.
leave her alone. That's a crime.
Wow. Now that's harassment.
It is.
Who was
and
it?
where are all these big liberal woman supporters that all these the women in the Trump administration are being harassed? Where are they? Why ain't they sticking up for these women?
Because you got to be a certain type of woman. You got to be a woman from the left. If you're a left woman, then you get protection. If you're a right woman,
That's absolutely
you
right.
get a kick in the cunt.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe so many people are prejudiced against left-handed and right-handed people. What do I know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something very interesting about the Red Hen. On the front of the door, they have a little placard with this written: "There's only love can conquer hate." Martin Luther King. He's supposed to have said that.
You did?
Where's the fucking love? There's only hate there in this Red Hen. You throw people the fuck out.
I know.
Oh.
Meanwhile, her husband, and her kid were wearing those pink pussy hats at a rally, so you know what they are.
What is it?
You know, the pussy hats they were wearing.
A pussy hat?
The pussy hats.
Don, this is not your meat. You do not know anything about politics.
That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Now-
Means zero knowledge.
Now, pussy hats means you know politics?
You know as much about politics as I know about as Elizabethan poetry.
I'm trying to learn, Rich. That's why I'm listening.
Zero. Not mine.
All right. Ansel, we're still getting feedback on your phone, hon. So I don't know if you could maybe walk away from whoever's got it playing.
Because they just had you on mute, so it's not me.
I'm not. What do you think? I'm making it up?
No, but it's not. I had you on mute. I just ran back.
Oh,
And you
okay.
called my name.
It's not me. What about that other guy in here? Whatever his name is.
Who is it?
There's another guy in here.
There's another guy in here?
RossDawg.
Hey,
RossDawg.
Big Ross.
RossDawg.
What's up, Ross? All right, Ansel, let's wrap up your political news. What else you got, hon? Is that it? Hello?
No, that's not it.
Okay, good. What else we got?
Hey, what's up, man? Is it my feedback?
Oh, it might be, brother. It might be. I didn't even know you were in there.
My bad.
That's all
I'll
right.
fix it for you.
I'm getting blamed for it.
All right, Ansel, I'm sorry.
I know, Aunt Sal, that was my whole plan. Sorry.
See
Yeah.
what you were doing there?
He's even trolling in the Discord on the audio. That's my man. All right.
When I go down to Kentucky, I'll end up in trouble now with my nephew because of you.
No, you won't. I love you.
What do we got? What else do we got here? There's so much going on. I mean, we could talk about a million things. Zero tolerance. The new judge. I mean, there's all kinds. These people are not getting it. They're not getting it. Trump is winning and they hate it. That's what this is all about.
Well,
He was
More
not
popular.
a politician.
The more you
with
throw
a-
shit at him, the more he gets popular.
Exactly. And the thing was, he's not a politician. You got all these politicians these past so many years, they couldn't fix the fucking thing. He's fixing everything.
that's true.
And they hate it.
That is true about
he's
him
crushing it.
not being a politician.
No.
That is
But
true.
you know what? What are they calling him? They're saying he's a Wolverine. We need him. We need a Wolverine in the White House because they got this country all fucked up.
I can't think of anything he's doing that's wrong. People just hate him because he's him. But I keep telling them, I say, all right, tell me specifically, what do you have against him? What policy is he's fucking up? What's wrong?
That's what I want to know. I see people
Nobody
putting
has
these
anything.
things up, keep the children together. Do they understand that he didn't do this? This was long before him, what was going on?
There's, no matter what happens, goes wrong, they're going to use it as a battering ram against them. That's all. You know the deal.
It's ridiculous, though. I can hear one person.
He's the enemy. They're the enemy, and they're going to fight. I'll pick on anything you can if you guy's my enemy. You know, if he fucks up.
What's up,
Richie?
Hey, remember when he said that he could shoot somebody in the face and he wouldn't get arrested?
It's me, Fredo. Who do you think?
Hey, smartphone, what's up, buddy?
Smartphone. Okay, good.
Nah, just checking in since you were upset that I didn't want to come on.
I wasn't upset, bro. Come on.
Shit.
That was you. Come on.
All right.
Did Matt tell you were allowed to come over?
Okay. Anyway, I have something to say.
Is it
I'll say it anyway.
is it political?
Well, it's in political in a way.
Okay, good. 'Cause
And
we're-
I like to bring in Richie on this. You
Okay.
know, we had this
Oh,
stupid.
well, hold on one
guy-
second. Before you do, smartphone, let's just see if Aunt Sally has anything else to finish, okay? Aunt Sally, do you have anything else you wanted to discuss before smartphone starts talking?
No, he could go ahead. He could go ahead.
We have this alleged stupid motherfucker Mark Galista that comes in here all the time, right? He goes on all these podcasts and he talks shit, and he never gets anything about him. Am I wrong?
He seems like an okay guy to me, but
Yeah, I like Mark.
Okay, he's two-faced.
to me he shows one face. So.
You see how you see how phony Fredo said that? He's a two-faced. Well, why is he
No, he's
two-faced?
two-faced.
What happened?
He talks shit. He'll talk shit and he'll go over this other person. He came in here last week talking about, Kanye's just like Sammy Davis Jr. Now I'll ask you, Richie Ross, how the fuck is that an intellectual fucking take on anything?
Oh, that's off the wall completely. I mean, they're not even alike. Why? Because they're black. They're all black people.
No, he made the comparison that Sammy Davis hugged he hugged Nixon and he got the same flack.
Yeah, well, it's a little different. Sammy Davis, as I told him at the time, was hugging Nixon because he owed millions of dollars in back taxes, and he wanted to, get in good with Nixon, which helped him a lot.
You were alive at the time, right? And do you
was.
recall any kind of flack any kind of flack he received in the media?
He got flack. He got flack. He got not like
from,
today.
No, wait. The flack he got, let me clarify. The flack he got was the shakedown artist. There's only one at the time because Al Sharpton was still pimping at the time. The shakedown artist known as Jesse Jackson.
Al Sharpton wasn't even born. It was Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse and his push organization shook him down, and that's what happened. And that doesn't mean it's flack. His Hollywood friends were still his Hollywood friends. He was still invited on the Johnny Carson show. He was on the #1 TV show at the time, and they made a joke about it all on the All in the Family thing. So fucking Mark Callista with his stupid, dumb takes, trying to be inflammatory with his takes. I mean, maybe he believes this bullshit. I don't know. But he's a fucking two-faced motherfucker.
Okay, what makes him two-faced, Smartphone? That's why I understand what you're saying about the Kanye point.
What does not make him two-faced? Define what a two-faced motherfucker is to you, Don A.
I think we pretty much have a agreement what a two-face is.
Smartphone, you brought it up. You defined it.
Yeah, you got the burden of proof.
This motherfucker. He's first of all, he's a shit stirrer. So we understand that, but he'll go on.
Well, you kind of are too.
The fuck.
A little bit.
No, but I'm more upfront about it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a person who he doesn't own up to it. Even when I told him his shit stir the other night, he said he didn't own up to it.
That is true.
Did he?
But what did he do? What did he do that was starting trouble?
I don't like him. You know what? I listened a little bit of Scion Z's Goodbye podcast. You know?
Yeah, we'll talk.
He's trying to and I can't believe, Richie, that you donated $50 to that scumbag.
No, that was me. That was me.
Donated a lot more than that.
I donated $50.
Well, he's over there shaking down his audience. That's what it is. It's a shakedown, just like Jesse, right?
He does that a lot. Yeah. Oh,
no, that's what niggers do.
No. Jesse said if you don't do this,
you gotta giggle out of RossDawg.
I'm you.
He says you're the king.
That's what niggas do. They shake you down. You know why? First of all,
African.
You know what my dad told me about the African American?
How's Richie comes in and says Negroes? Come on, Rich.
You know what my dad told me about the African American?
What is that?
Oh, but you're gonna tell.
He said they're loud and they'll get in your face, but you know what? They're hollow, just like chocolate bunnies. You hit them, they'll crumble.
Hollow like chocolate.
And I ain't never had a problem with some fucking nigga walking up on me, stepping to me. They might just because they mug people doesn't mean that they're badasses. And I can ambush a motherfucker if I wanted to, but one-on-one, it's a little bit different.
Why are you so mad, Smartphone? What's going on tonight, man?
No, this is me. This is me 100%.
Nah, it is. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Trying to bomb your show with anything.
Is that what he's trying to do? Did I piss you off earlier, bro?
No, I'm just telling you.
You seem a little agitated, or you had an extra shot of espresso. Something's going on right now. You seem kind of out of tune.
No, this is me 100%.
All right.
This is me 100%, Don A.
All right.
100%. Or what?
All right. What's up, Richie?
Is this phone guy very, very loud, or is it just me?
He sounds a little loud. I don't know, but is it loud? I don't know. Is it broadcasting loud? Because everything looks. All of the sound seems.
I'll lower my levels.
Okay.
Is that better? Richie?
Did you see?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Ansel. What's up?
Ansel's old, so she's gonna disconnect, but she loves you, Richie. You know your shit, Richie. I like talking.
I'm hearing
to you.
Smartphone sounds great on the YouTube.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I love you, Ansel. Have a good night,
A
hon.
hardworking, educated, motivated African American ain't a nigga. Kyle's a nigga. Jimmerman is an Asian nigga. All right, so they're both niggas. All right.
Well, what am I, Smartphone?
You're a hardworking man. I mean, as far as I know. I mean,
all right. Well, thank you.
It is. I don't know if you're Scottish. I don't really give a fuck if
Well,
you're Scottish or you're mixed.
Wait a minute. Is this just an analog to somebody who had a comedy album?
I just think somebody sent him over here to give me a hard time, is what I'm wondering.
Is this Chris Rock?
Hey, listen to me, Don A. Nobody sends me anywhere to do anything.
Good for you,
I
bro.
don't want to fucking do. I'm not as rich as Richie, but you know what? You know what I learned a long time ago, right?
What's that?
Is it you can control your disposable income. You can just decide what the fuck you want. You live and you get your means. If you can earn enough, like whatever your nut is, right? Well, everybody has their nut.
Sure.
If you're earning 5 or 6 times your nut, you're doing okay.
Right.
And if you own property, you're doing okay. Most people, other than niggas, understand this shit, all right? Either being Asian niggas or Latino niggas or white niggas like that fucking manager motherfucker,
Yeah,
all right?
well.
Who's such a nigga? He's a
Africans.
white boy from fucking goddamn Canada.
Yeah, this is an old cultural thing.
You don't get
He's
white
a fucking nigga.
Fucking
He
old
wanted to be
cultural
nigga,
thing.
and he's got his
Fucking
phony
old.
bitch headberg motherfucking nigga buddy, who are running the stupid scam, and now they're running into Jim and them nigga territory by trying to dox motherfuckers. All right, you know, I'll tell you the truth right now. After this is all done, I will reveal to you my ultimate plan of me getting involved in all this shit. All right?
Oh, good.
Because I'm not coming here. I do stuff on my own. All right. I don't have to be here. I had shit to do tonight, and you know, hung out with in my real life, had a good fucking time.
Nice.
And then I go, okay, I got here. I'm about to go to bed. I'll check in on Don A. And I like Richie.
Well, thank you.
But I gotta say what shit is shit. And I will reveal my ultimate plan when it comes to fruition. And
Well,
it'll
cool.
be the fucking funniest joke you ever fucking.
Well, I
it'll
hope
be
you do
funny
it
to
on
me.
my
I don't
show,
know.
man. I hope you do it on my show. And I'll tell you what, you're always welcome on my show. You know I'm only fucking with you, and I like to bust balls. If I don't like somebody, I don't bust their balls. You understand? That's how I do it. Now, some of these other assholes want to take it to a fucking nasty place, and they want to take it and fucking pick on fucking people and shit like that. Like, you know, they can't defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if I bust balls, it's because that's how I show affection. That's how I've always been. If I don't like you, I won't fucking talk to you. So I like you, my smartphone.
How much more abuse is Scion's these audience gonna put up with? Why is this stupid Darnell Trump donating money to him? What entertainment is he?
Well,
Probably a family
Wait a
member.
minute. You don't believe there really is a Darnell Trump, do you?
No, it's probably himself.
No, you tell me what
That's
you
the-
think.
Wait, what did you just say, Richie?
Oh, it's a shill. It's a shill.
There's no Darnell Trump?
It is, Richie.
Just put up
You
a
think
name.
it's him?
Just put up any name on the street. Hey, Don, you could put up a name on the street, right? Joe Blow just gave me $1,000.
Forget
Look
it.
at that.
I'm gonna do
Wow.
that.
That's not why I'm here, man. I want to hang out with guys like you.
But you
Johnny
could
gave
do.
Who
me
do you think it is,
6K.
Richie? Who do you think it is, Richie?
What do you mean? Who do I think who is?
Darnell Trump. If it's a you know,
It's
Cyan,
him.
Cyan does it himself.
But wouldn't he make up a better name than Trump? I mean, it's obvious he likes Trump.
Trump, he's got to make it like a corny
well,
name.
you know, if I analyze it, Darnell is a nigga's name.
They made a ghetto.
What the fuck is wrong with you, smartphone?
Well,
Well,
you're way off with the nigga.
he's hyped. He's hyped up today. Would you get fucking somebody give you a hard time today or something out in the streets or
Black
what?
guy stole his girlfriend.
He's nigga nuking
No
you.
black guys ever stole my fucking girlfriend. First of all, black guys get the ugliest white chicks ever. And I don't like, and they think that's
Satisfying.
great
Wait a
shit,
minute.
right? As long as it's
Gay
not.
guys.
Smartphone has gone Archie Bunker on our ass tonight.
Oh, wait. Okay, great. If you're a billionaire or a multimillionaire, you don't get ugly white chicks. Great. We established that. You know, anybody who has that kind of money is an ugly white chick.
You're right. The fat, ugly chick.
Oh,
I know
guys,
this my whole
guys.
life. And you know what? I like how these.
Archie, what are you saying?
They think they're fucking Romeos and shit. But they fucking. I never seen. They get turned down more than anybody. They're so stupid to fucking stop, and then they settle with the fucking ugly fat bitch. That's what they do with pimples and fucking.
Oh, Archie, you just got us thrown off the air, Arch.
Good Sony impression.
RossDawg, you don't know who that is by now? Oh
Well, you
boy,
know.
that's funny.
At least, how old are you, RossDawg? Did you know fucking Archie Bunker?
I'm only
Reruns,
36.
Yeah, he's all. Yeah.
You watch a lot of TV Land.
No, I don't watch any TV.
Nick at
actually.
Night.
All right. Anyway, that's all I got to say about these scumbags, Mark Callista, drug dealing motherfucker.
Where is Mark Lissa? He ain't here. He ain't here to defend himself.
I heard he was talking a lot of shit on Scion Z's fucking last podcast.
What was he saying?
Anybody want to take bets that he comes back like in a week or so?
Yeah.
Who? Oh, he's gonna come back because he got a $100 donation from Darnell Trump and the fake Richie Ross.
No, he got
I don't know
50.
who the
He got
fuck
50 from me. That's where he get it from.
You got a name up there, Richie Ross?
Yeah, it says Richie Ross $50, and I guess Don A did it.
I didn't put Richie's.
yeah.
I didn't put Richie's name. Richie Ross's name. I put my own name.
If you go to Streamlabs, it says Richie Ross.
Oh, really? No,
Obviously, there's somebody just using my name.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did give him 50 though, and
Wait. I'll reveal something else. I called that guy in one time last time he was gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
And you might have been there. I was in this Discord, but you might have been there, Richie. You might have been his mic. And I said, you're a $400 high rolling nigga. Because it only took you $400 to keep you on the line. All we've heard about you is how you roll deep in this and you roll deep in that. And I got side hustles there. No, at the end of the day, you're $400. You know what? You know what $400 is? That's $400 my car insurance, you motherfucker. Right? I pay that shit every year. That's $400 for the whole fucking year for a couple of cars. And so you're paying my fucking car insurance
a year.
You pay $400 a year.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
$400 a month.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm moving where the fuck you're at, Fredo.
$400 a month.
Yeah, I know. That sounds right. That makes more sense.
So that's what he's begging for. My fucking goddamn car insurance. You fucking high rolling bitch nigga, Kyle.
Oh boy.
Fucking swindles. You were in a fake fucking prison. You were in Rhode Island. That's got to be the minimum security. And you say you got in fights. You ain't got no fuck. I've been in fights. Richie's probably been in fights. You know what fights are? They're pain. They're pain.
Hey, smartphone.
If you really fight a guy,
I gotta
fucking hurt.
I gotta ask you something. You go on his. You don't say any of this shit on his show. I hear you on his show. You act like you're friends with him.
No. I just told you already that I called into this. I've been trolling this guy for months.
That was you that called in with the weird voice. You changed your voice.
I've called in hundreds of voices on the motherfucker. I always say the same thing. And what did I ever do on his fucking thing while I was in his Discord? I was trolling that stupid idiot the whole fucking time.
I'm supposed to be the voice actor over here, man. Don't be stealing my gigs.
No, but when I was actually as smartphone in his Discord, a few times I was there, I was trolling him the whole time by laughing over his shit, by filibustering people. I was doing it, and he's too stupid to realize it, and he banned me. You don't see me begging to go back in his fucking Discord.
No.
Do you?
No.
I would never do it. And that Casey, whatever that bitch's name is, she's a big black cock-seeking motherfucking cunt. That's what she is. That KCS. She's a black cock-worshipping, fantasying motherfucker, and that's why she's all up on that shit of Kyle. All right?
She's a two-face. You know, she was real friendly with me, and then there was a time when there was.
Can you imagine what she is? I've never seen her for real, but I can imagine what she looks. It's just like all this
no
fucking
girl on the internet is going to show any real pictures. They're all.
Nah, but she, for real life, she looks like that fucking skis ass fucking.
She seems nice to me. I don't know. She's always seemed nice to me. You guys don't like her?
But if there's any kind of movement that she can hurt you, she will.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's it. Sucks you in with the nice, and when there's something she could do to hurt you, boom, you got it.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm calling out all fucking fake ass, including Kyle. You're fake. You're fake.
Well, how do you really feel about Broke Bar?
I think he's a kid trying to do what he's trying to do.
Okay.
I think he's distracted, but who else at 27 isn't a distracted kid?
Yeah, but distracted on some weird shit though, don't you think?
Yeah, I was married with a couple of kids. So.
Hey, but this is you gotta subtract 10 years now, right? That's what, maybe 15. I don't know. Some weird shit going on. I was talking to a military buddy of mine today. We were just talking shit about these fucking young niggas, a bunch of dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's one of that or what have you, but there's a problem with that. And you know, he's gone to the expense of building himself a studio.
Did he?
Yeah, I would think he would be serious about doing something if you're going to that to build a studio.
Yeah.
And if I can help him out, I'll help him out. If he doesn't want it, I'm gonna take him. If I can take him to a point where he has no excuses, where he's bigger than Jim and Am, or he's bigger than Kyle, which I could probably do, and maybe I'm doing right now. Then he'll have his own. He'll have only himself to blame in his content and his imagination about what he's going to do.
I think you have the ability, but I think he's the kind of guy that would turn on his own mother, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, as soon as I get to it'll be over. And when it gets to a certain point, I'm not going to be doing this. I got other shit to do.
I know.
It's summer.
I know.
I had some shit to do right now. I got friends. I've known for 15, 20 years. I've ignored a couple of times, but what the fuck?
Right.
You know?
I got you.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
And most of my friends are
And
dead.
I respect. What happens to everybody is when you have that's the curse of a long life, Richie.
That's exactly right.
My grandmother didn't want to live to be 100, so she just starved herself to death at 91 because she said, "Fuck it, I've been around long enough."
That's like a fucking Twilight Zone episode, isn't it?
Don, shut up a minute. You know this guy, John McCain? You know John McCain, the guy who was running for president?
Are we back to political news?
No, it's not.
Now go ahead.
Be quiet, Don. Be quiet.
What the fuck?
Be quiet. So, are we all on the same page? We know John McCain who he is, right?
Of course.
10-4.
He's dying and all that shit. His mother, his fucking mother, is still alive.
That's crazy.
6.
God bless her.
How about that, huh?
I never even had grandparents.
You had to have them.
Shit, man.
At what point?
You wouldn't be born if you didn't have them.
Hey, man.
Died.
If you were born in my grandparents were born in the turn of the century. And by the time they got to the late 90s and early 2000s, they were fucked. I mean,
Where'd
what they went through. They went through.
Where'd your grandparents come from?
Man. I'm not gonna tell you, Don, you weasel. I'm not gonna tell you shit.
That's the question. You brought them up.
Yeah, I'm telling you what I'm letting you know. You don't ask any other questions.
I'll ask you whatever the fuck I want to ask you. Smart ass phone.
Well, I'm not gonna answer.
Okay, I respect that. You don't have to. But
okay, so they go through the Depression, they go through World War II, they go to all this bullshit. By the time they get around the late 2000s, would you think they want to stick around for that shit? Fuck no.
Huh? So they're Israeli?
I
don't know.
You stupid fucking southern motherfucking.
Well, you're not
a fucking like plumber, turd herder.
Well, you're not ashamed, right, smartphone? You just don't want to divulge it.
I'm gonna let you trolls know some shit. I'm gonna let you trolls know some shit. Hey man, go put some fucking buds up your nose, fucking RossDawg.
Oh damn, son, that's a fucking crazy one, you little child. Tell that in high school, you little bitch.
Damn fun.
Why you doing, little child?
Hey, what is it?
Wait, what does bugs have to do with anything?
Nothing, he's a little kid. Shut up, you little kid, go to bed.
Buds.
Oh, buds, you talking about weed?
Adults are talking. Well, you're not one of them, you motherfucker.
Oh, why?
What do you got a problem with RossDawg for?
I'm a fucking
hey man, I have a problem with the
obviously. He has to start shit with everyone.
Turd-herding motherfucker. Hey man, then why are you surprised? You stupid motherfucker.
I'm not surprised. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want. You're the one getting your feelings hurt, getting all uppity and shit. Keep talking, faggot.
My feelings are hurt. Really. Faggots, all you got.
You're talking like a little child. You can't hang with men. Go to bed, little boy.
Fucking graduate. Probably don't read shit other than you see on fucking internet. You know, haven't read anything.
You'll concur. I'm a dummy,
don't have a library card, huh? But you can bend some fucking pipe for your turd herding. And that's about
saying the same lines you told the last guy.
You know the Pythagorean theorem. Everybody, you know what? Pythagorean theorem is the fucking basics of fucking geometry, and that's what you know to do your fucking turd herding.
Smartphone, RossDawg likes you, man. He likes you. What happened?
Everyone, wake up! Don't let him put you to sleep.
I don't give a fuck.
I learned Pythagoras in the 9th grade. The 9th grade shit.
Yeah, it's not even 9th grade. It's 5th grade shit.
That's what you learn when you have to.
All right, Don A, let's continue with Don A's show.
Yeah, smartphone's tripping. Smartphone's tripping tonight, isn't he? All right, smartphone.
He's trying to drop his bomb.
You got to go punch the speed bag, buddy.
Go to bed, little boy.
Oh, God, this motherfucker. Where you get that from? Little boy.
From TV land, bitch, while I was fucking your mom.
Okay, that's another bed.
All right.
Any more salsa?
You're ruining Don's show.
Past the 5th fucking grade.
Nah.
You ruined Don's show. What the fuck got on here? You
go ruin another show.
Oh, you're still red. You're still red ass because that's what it is, right? You fucking stupid motherfucker.
You didn't even complete your sentence.
Hey.
Red ass.
Just go look at his goddamn channel and tell me that's not a stupid motherfucker.
I like Ross. I think he's all right. He's a good guy, man.
I don't give a shit.
I like him.
No one cares what you're saying. Who cares?
Oh, it's Jings and Things. This motherfucker.
Yeah, another piece of shit.
Fuck you, Jings and Things, you stupid motherfucker.
I like him too. He's all right.
You have for me now as well.
I don't like any of these motherfuckers.
Exactly. That's your problem. That's why you fit on
boy, what the fuck is going on over here now?
Anybody.
All right.
Not anymore. Just calm down. Had a little milk.
All right, here we go.
You had your glass of warm milk, and now you're doing better. Carry on, little boy.
Fuck you.
He quit. All right, Donnie, go on.
Quit.
Hey, be quiet. Donnie's show is going
I want to hear what you have to say. I'm not going to filibuster. So, what do you got to say, Jings and Things? Come at me.
Oh, shit.
Come at me.
I wish you had more.
You sound. That's a little ghetto right there. Smartphone.
8 Mile, bro.
I'm trying to talk on their level. I got to communicate on their lingo. So come at me, Jing. What do you got, nigga?
Are you done? Are you done?
Dead air.
Only thing I
I'm
had to
asking
say.
you what do you got, nigga. It's a key for you to start, dummy.
Oh,
Go. What do you got,
Come on,
nigga?
based.
Don't try to do a little shock jock stuff. Just because you're uninteresting doesn't mean you have to use the N word to sprinkle in a little interest in what you have to say, right? Or is that what you have to do?
More than sprinkle. That was a big lump.
It was
So
a
you're
new
thinking
kid.
that my use of the N-word has to do some shock jock stuff? No, this is how I feel, nigga.
That's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
nigga.
It's sad. It's depressing. I wish you were just more of an interesting person, so you wouldn't have to go through those.
How interested are you? Let's go. Let's pull up your stupid rap channel. Or how about your bass shaman shit? How about that?
He's
Give me some views. I'd love some.
Hey, I know what. Hey, Alan Williams.
Really
Alan Williams.
esoteric.
Alan Williams. You want me to go down over there to?
And they're trying to bring it to our world.
Yeah.
Alan Williams. You want me to go? You want to meet me up? Want to meet up with me? Alan Williams.
meet up with you.
Places to fight people.
Alan Williams. Alan Williams. You want me to meet up with you?
Smartphone, meet up with you. You won't even tell us what nationality you are, brother.
Alan Williams. You want me to meet up with you? I know where you live, Alan Williams.
Hello?
Who's that?
He knows it's ready to shut the fuck up. What do you think?
Oh shit.
You're doing work, man. You're doing research, huh? Holy shit.
Alan Williams.
Smartphone is on a rampage. Ow. Smartphone is tripping
Come on,
tonight,
smartphone.
man.
We could be friends. I
Yeah,
would
be
never
good.
say
Come on.
shit about you.
RossDawg is cool, Smartphone. Don't attack
I
him.
promoted your shit.
Jings
Come on,
got,
man.
Things got a little silent. Hey, Alan Williams, why do you like that
I
fucking
did
crazy
get
fucking?
silence because nobody was saying Jings and things. If you want to
Alan
refer to
Williams,
me, call me
Alan
Jings.
Williams, Alan Williams, Alan Williams. Why do you like that fucking Rice Stern motherfucker? Why do you like Alan? Why do you like
I
Rice
don't
Stern,
care.
Alan
You know
Williams?
what? I don't care who Alan Williams is. Go ahead and post up his social security. Post up where his job is. I don't give a shit about Alan Williams.
Okay, Alan Williams. Alan Williams. What is this fascination you have with fuck? And why are you misleading him?
Post up
Why are
his
you
social
misleading
security,
this?
or whatever
Yeah,
you
it's
want to
going
do. Don't talk over
Hey,
me. Mr.
Alan Williams.
Smartphone, okay, you already had your little stick, okay? If you really
Okay,
think that's a
Alan
big
Williams.
threat,
Let me ask you a question. Okay,
I'm
Donnie, you got to moderate.
Go ahead, bro.
Liz?
I got a question for Mr. Alan Williams.
Answer his question. What is it? Go ahead.
Alan Williams, I want to know why you're leading your buddy Rice Stern down the primrose path of YouTube success. You're giving him a bunch of bullshit. Why is that?
Donnie,
That
I'm not gonna
me?
say anything that's towards Alan Williams because that's not me. So I don't know. I can't.
All right, hold up, guys. Check this out real fast. Mark Lista and Cosmic, get in the Discord. Your boy Smartphone is all amped up today. I don't know what he ate a lot of Cheerios this morning, 2 bowls of Wheaties. He's tripping. So we want to hear what he's got to say about you, Mark, because he's got a mouthful to say about you, brother. So I'd like for you to come on here and defend yourself. And Cosmic, I just like your voice, bro. I think you're a funny guy. So
Cosmic's great.
yeah, Smartphone, you gonna take a hit of the what RossDawg's got or no? Calm you down a little bit.
No, I'm not gonna do that. So Alan Williams,
This fucking guy. The fuck is with you and Adam Williams, man?
Rice Stern into YouTube success, but you're not teaching any of the right tricks. Now you got
You
this
get it.
dumb nigga,
Shut up.
this dumb
Shut
Asian
up.
nigga doing
Shut up.
NBA fucking.
Stop,
Is this
stop.
like your experiment? You like having like a hanger on, Alan Williams? It's like a cult of personality thing to build into your fucking personality, Alan Williams.
Hey, Richie, you there?
So saying the N word doesn't work
Yeah.
anymore. So
Can
now
you
have
hear
to-
me, man? 'Cause
I hate niggas. That's it. And,
I-
and it's,
Damn.
Yeah, of course you do. Yep.
Smartphone's tripping.
Of course he's tripping. A little emotional cunt. That's all he is.
okay.
Little
Alan
emotional.
Williams, how are you getting emotional over the fact that I called you fucking Rice Stern Asian nigga? Because that's what he is.
Ooh, I don't care who any of those people are. Go ahead and dox whoever
you
you
don't.
want.
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
care.
No, you
Those aren't.
Okay, Alan
I'm not
Williams.
familiar with
Okay,
those
Alan
people.
Williams. Okay, Mr. Alan Williams.
Yep, that
This
little.
is cool. This reminds me of the time that Don A was
N-word
getting called a
shit
lizard
ran
over and
off
over.
his
I know, that's what it is, kinda reminded me of, too.
People fake stuff.
Yeah,
That's
but I ask you a question,
Riveting
Richie
shit.
and Don A.
Yeah.
You hear the way he's reacting to my calling him Alan
How
Williams.
boring
What do
you are.
think?
I mean, imagine one
You
person
are
just talking to himself over and over again with this dumb shit. Hey, you a boring
Okay,
fuck, aren't
Richie,
you?
Richie
This
Ross
sucks.
and Don A. You hear the way this guy's reacted to what I've said Alan Williams several times? It's
What?
kind of an emotional reaction,
No.
isn't it?
Yeah, but why are you saying his name? What difference does that make?
What do you think?
I don't
Car
know.
crash.
Is there something we need to
So
know?
he's got power. He's got his real name.
Oh,
Now he's
Oh.
scared. What can happen? You know. Gotta look over his shoulder.
Because when you don't have a joke, you attack the family and the
Go
personal
ahead,
shit.
post up his address, do all of that stuff if you want. It's fine by me. Go for it. I don't
I'm
care.
not going to do it. I'm taking it as far as I want, Al Williams, where I can take it further. I made an offer to you, Al Williams. I would gladly meet up with you. I will text you a number, and we can meet up, and we can have this discussion face to face.
Smartphone, you want to fight him now?
Yeah, fist to
No,
fist.
I like to take the measure of a man face to
How
face.
fucking weak is that shit?
What did
Measure
he?
his dick? What are you gonna measure?
What did he do to make you want to go there, man?
Keyboard tough guy.
I'm not. How about a keyboard tough guy? I'm not bullshitting
Oh,
about.
you're on the phone too. You're a phone tough guy too.
Oh no, we are him, Mr. Allen Williams and myself are very, very close proximity to each other. We're in very close proximity, so it's not like me having to go visit you. In Florida
Kellyanne said
somewhere.
smartphones, tighty whities are
Hey,
tight
you know
tonight.
what? I know you are, but what are you?
Oh man, you just came with the Pee Wee Herman.
Hey,
Okay,
just
great. Can you
Way to
start
go,
dancing in your high heels on the fucking bar now? For the fucking bikers and
All
shit?
right, all right, all right.
Stop, y'all.
What's up? Who is it? Who's there?
Fuck.
Fuck who?
Fuck smartphone.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I'm using that. All right, smartphone, are you done?
Your turn.
Is he gone?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting.
waiting.
Joke battle. Your turn.
You got knock jokes, smartphone?
Yeah, we're past the
Yeah,
show, bro.
When did I come in? What made you think I was coming into your show to do comedy?
I don't know. I'm just fucking with you. Have some fun. Come on, man. We're supposed to be having a good time
know,
here.
right?
Why are
No.
you so goddamn mad, smartphone?
That's the video.
What happened today, bro? Something happened today. You said you had a good day.
100% me.
You said you had a good day,
100% me.
right?
This is 100% me.
All right.
It's 100% me.
Somebody needs some pussy.
Good boy, sweetie.
I had pussy last night, so what the fuck does that mean, huh? I had pussy
Well, then what's
tonight
your
if I want.
fuck? Then it wasn't the right pussy.
Boy, pussy.
Didn't smell like shit and have a pair of balls.
I've
sitting in front of it.
had more pussy and better pussy than any motherfuckers other than probably Richie.
Hey,
Thank you.
Cool.
hey. You know who show you around?
Are you
I'm
married,
sure you're the
man?
most popular
You're a
kid in
married man.
elementary
You're a
school.
married man.
That's
You're a
true.
married man.
That's true.
You're a devoted guy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm married for 20 years. That's what I'm
We
saying.
respect your wife. We respect your wife, but I ain't like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
I ain't been built like that, and I ain't never gonna be built like that. It's a sucker fucking proposition in my mind.
Yeah.
No, you're
Kids,
right.
family,
I
and
agree with
fucking
that.
shit.
Finally, I agree.
And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button so that you can
Yeah,
stay
get
up
that
on
shit.
on.
All right,
different things like this.
Alan Williams, hey Richie, nice hanging with you. Nice hanging with Donnie. Go fuck yourself, Alan Williams. Go fuck yourself, RossDawg. I'm out.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Take it easy, smartphone. I'll see you, buddy. Calm down a
I'm
little.
breathing in that stank breath over there on unbleached.
Oh boy, you guys are a trip. No, Richie, I got a new microphone. Did you know? Do I sound a little better? Let me click it.
Same as you did last week.
Same as I did. Let me see.
Yeah, no change at all.
How about now?
That wind is over.
Does it sound better now?
Everybody.
Sound better now?
Well, we got RossDawg. We got.
Good, no one's
How do I
complaining.
sound?
We got Jings.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. What's that over there?
It's my microphone.
Leave it there.
Leave it here.
Yeah, it covers up most of your ugly face.
Yeah, quit fidgeting.
Richie, you're being a prick tonight. You've been hanging around smartphone. Is that better?
Yeah, he
Well, me
did
and
make
you-
this room very angry.
Yo, what is up with that? I
Need
was
something to
No,
lighten
nigga.
it up.
I was giving him a hard time earlier in the Discord. I sent him a message. I said, "You coming on?" He said, "I am not. I got other things to do." And it's as simple as that. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I said, "Matt won't let you over here." He said, "I'll do what I want to do," or some shit. I was like, "All right." So I thought maybe
I don't know what his
I
problem
thought
is.
maybe I pissed him off a little bit. But he's normally not like that. Normally he's laughing and giggling and shit, you know?
He just don't like me for some reason. It's just one of those things. Two people don't like. Well, I don't hate him, but
Really? I thought you guys argued before? I've never heard that before. I always
no,
thought
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
it's tripping.
Never.
It was tripping. I was waiting for him to come at me, but he didn't do it. But I don't know. I like the guy. I think
I'm
he's
a
an alright
Southern
guy.
Nick, apparently.
No, you ain't. He was just a
I
little
mean, I'm
wired
born in-
tonight.
I'm from New York, but you know,
Yeah, you're from upstate, aren't you? From like Rochester or something?
Long Island,
Long Island. That's right. I remember you telling me
the
that.
conch.
Yeah. So let's talk about Kyle, man. So he's his show is off. Do you guys think he's seriously gone, or you think he's gonna come back?
Who, Science?
Yeah.
Well, he's still gonna be on Gonzo, so I don't know how that's gonna work because they
Yeah.
go on YouTube. So
Gonzo is on YouTube because I could never
Yeah.
find. I never see that shit anywhere. I don't
yeah,
know.
you got to go on the Gonzo channel and then because you can Chromecast it to your TV from there.
Really? You'll have to send me the link, man. I'll have to check it out. But
All right.
what's it going to be? I mean, what's his show consist of on there? He's not drinking.
It's the same thing.
He's drinking. He's
Same
pissing on the floor and all that shit.
It's the same background, and I think that one of the guys, like Jeff or someone's in the background talking.
Really?
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it good?
For that.
No, I think maybe you get some of the donations, possibly. That's it.
Well, he's making the same as Opie is then at Westwood.
Probably.
Maybe a little less.
Probably.
Paid anything, right?
Yeah, we were talking about it. That's why I was thinking he was going to mention your boy Broke Bar. I was joking about it earlier in the chat because he was coming off with some bullshit, and I was saying, because they're saying something about this manager jerk, coming after me, and I said, well, it's not really him. This guy has no real reason to have a problem with me. He only has a problem with me because the kid's got a big head and he's sicking him after me for whatever reason. Because he was cool with me until I said he would beg me to come on his show, beg me to call in, come in the Discord. And then as soon as I said I was having a show, he had these guys try to, jump me on the show and give me a hard time. And it's been bullshit ever since. But
and you've been shutting them down, so they're not happy with it.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Going the way they wanted.
Well, what is his stream really? I mean, you think about it. Again, he's the Joan Rivers of live stream. He's going to talk about my hairdo. He's going to talk about my shirt if it doesn't look good enough, how I should lose a few pounds, all that kind of fucking gay shit.
Anything you could make fun of anyone for.
Of course, that kind of shit. But the reality of it is I'm just doing, again, I'm just here to have a good time, man. I'm just trying to have fun. So these guys want to try to shut it down.
Says, who is Gonzo? Kellyanne, let me tell you, nobody knows.
I think it's somebody from Howard Stern or somebody affiliated at one point.
Some sort of past of that.
Name of a thing.
Yeah.
Name of the show.
Well, I guess he's having beefs with Gonzo too over there too, so it doesn't look like it's gonna last too long for him over there either.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to be having any fighting like that, so.
Yeah, the guy definitely just doesn't get along with anybody, and maybe if it's the drugs he uses, I don't know what it is. It's none of my business. I don't give a fuck. But all I do know is that we're gonna continue to have fun, and anybody who wants to come over here is welcome. Even smartphone. I don't know what, dude. I really don't know what the fuck that was. That was pretty crazy.
I know. I'm sorry to fight on your show, Don.
No, it's fine. No.
We all have our huh?
Yeah, we all have our moments. Believe me, you hear me getting heated on other people's show too.
Well, I'm not really heated, but
yeah,
even just to raise my voice.
Yeah. No, you were good. You weren't pulling none of the shit that I do. I get a little crazy sometimes, but I'm just.
I just think that it sucks when someone wants to argue. It's just the same insult over and over and over.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's my whole thing. If there's a punchline, if the shit's funny, and you're coming at somebody.
Lizard.
Yeah, it's the lizard. That's I'm the lizard. What the fuck are you talking about? If there's a punchline, if it's funny, that's great. If it's corny and it's just boring, just like anything else.
Because I'm working on a character, Don B.
Hey,
have you heard of it?
No, I haven't heard of it. What's he do?
He goes, oh,
what's good, boy? It's Don B up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm his cousin from the other side. Man, it's
shit!
Don B up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like one of them dudes from Outkast, man. I like Don B. What is that, like my contrast, my alter ego?
I'm making the sauce with the barbecue.
Barbecue sauce, yeah. What the fuck? Speaking of Joan Rivers, Richie, did you say you knew Joan Rivers back in the day?
I didn't know her at all.
Oh, you didn't know her? I thought you said something about Joan Rivers.
I didn't.
No. What do I know? But yeah. Anyways.
RossDawg, if you stayed in that Scion's chat, apparently he said no, he's not going to quit because of that made-up donation. Well,
he's gonna do that every week until it doesn't work anymore.
He's like, well, I guess I can't quit now because of the super donation. I mean, I hate how WWE this shit gets sometimes.
Oh, so you think he's not gonna quit?
He's not. We said it before the show.
Yeah, he said before he ended the show.
He's gonna quit every week.
I didn't watch it.
Get donations and stay on.
Wow. What do you think, Rich? Donations. Does that sound like what you think, Richie, too?
Hey, listen, we had a lot of conversations. The Swindle Man and I off air, and this is his MO.
Oh, so he's talked to you about this before?
It's transparent. It's transparent, obviously.
I've been following this guy for a long time.
Oh, anybody who falls for it, it's on them, really, not Carl.
No.
Well, I like to give, you know what I mean? I like to just.
He wouldn't have advertised the last show. He would have just not done it anymore because he doesn't care.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
It's like the rock groups in the 70s and 80s. They did their final tour. what about 30 final tours? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
One
comeback
after
tour
another.
part 20.
Exactly.
We're just gonna get together and do something small in the Astro Stadium. You know, just get the band together. You know, kick around some tunes in the 30,000 seats.
An intimate place.
Yeah.
Submit.
There's a couple of
Hey,
groups
Carl,
doing
we're
that.
getting a band.
Well, the Stones are still touring too, aren't they?
Well, they never went on a final tour though.
They haven't yet.
They were honest with the bands.
Was that Kiss? There's somebody who's done that a million times.
Yeah, somebody. No, I think the Who.
Yeah,
Always on their
the
final
Who.
tour.
Every time it's this is the last final tour. It's like
Now, finally, I think most of them are dead now, right?
I don't know. Probably. That's
The
it.
guy who was alive, the guy with the big nose, I forget his name. He can't sing anymore.
Cat Stevens.
No. He's talking about the Who.
Was the pedophile.
Cat Stevens
That was
was?
the lead singer of the Who. No, not the lead singer of the Who. Not the lead singer. The guy behind the. No one has Google.
Oh yeah. I forget his name.
I don't have it.
I'm not near it.
The Who.
Yeah. Townsend. Is it Pete Townsend?
Pete Townsend?
Yes, exactly.
The pedophile,
Yeah.
yes.
I got Google up here.
Yeah, good.
Allegedly.
Just Google with that. Right.
John
No, he
Entwistle
was. It's just
and
the
Pete
British
Townshend.
government let him go.
Yeah.
He's too strong, too big.
Yo, what about Bon Jovi, Richie? Didn't you say you used to listen to Bon Jovi back in the day, John Bon Jovi?
I never liked him at all.
You didn't like him?
Really?
Me neither. My sister loved him.
He's still around.
It was like,
Yeah, it's
it was like manufactured over the music or what?
It's like George Michael for chicks.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely.
George Michael's a good chick.
But how gay can you get, George Michael? Huh? Wow.
You like George Michael, Richie?
I do.
Well, did you ever?
He was blowing guys in bathrooms all over England. He was a tall, good-looking kid with a lot of money. Why couldn't he get these guys up to his room? Why does he got to go to a bathroom?
Who? Bon Jovi?
George Michael.
Okay.
The other guy.
George Michael, the Greek guy.
Was he Greek?
Jim the
Holy
Greek.
shit.
I had no idea.
But I figured everything.
I thought you knew Bon Jovi or you had a beef with him or something. Wasn't that you?
Nah, never heard of the guy.
Never heard of John Bon Jovi?
Never. But I did see a picture of him once, and he had great hair. I gotta give it to him.
Really?
Was it with the frost tips or was it natural?
A flu, flow. It was nice. I think it's last picture I saw him though. He's beginning to lose it now. He's getting to get a little wrinkly looking.
What's he in his 60s?
Sure, these guys are getting really, really old. They're creeping up on me.
Who'd you meet in the limo service? You ever meet anybody doing the limo service back and forth over at your spot back in the day?
We've heard of this a long time ago.
Long time ago? I say there must have
Somebody
been
you ever heard of?
a lot of celebrities. I heard a lot of people. I have a TV and shit.
Have you heard of Regis Philbin? Yeah, have you ever heard of Regis Philbin?
Yeah, let's make a deal. I love Regis.
Make a deal. He had his talk show in the morning.
Oh yeah, with Regis and Kathy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what about him?
Customer of the limo service, and he was like the cheapest motherfucker ever walked the face of the earth.
Was he?
So he was making $20 million a year. This is back in the 80s. 20 million was a lot of money. Really a lot of money then. And he would use the service every once in a while. What his tip was. I personally tipped the guys $50.
It's nice. Good for you.
You know what this guy gave? I mean, this is 84.
Mm-hmm.
What balls this guy had. He gave $1.
Really?
$1, right.
That's a fucking insult, isn't it?
I had a fucking Sicilian driver
Mm-hmm.
who got so fucking mad he was going to kill him. I had to intercede on behalf of Mr. Philbin because we were going to.
That's crazy.
Regis Philbin. Fuck.
That guy's got more money than God.
Hey, tight like a motherfucker. That guy is.
Wow.
Sicilian, you know the Moors. Fucking.
That's usually black guys over there. They don't tip at all. In fact, Michael Jordan used to go to Las Vegas and spend a lot of money, gamble this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd go to eat, and he didn't tip at all. He didn't leave $1. He didn't leave nothing. They had a nickname for him out there. You know what his nickname was, Don?
No.
Hoarding Jordan. He had all the money, and he was hoarding it all.
Wow.
He wouldn't give anybody nothing.
He was a pretty big gambler too, wasn't he?
He doesn't sign unless he gets paid, I think.
Really?
Fucking money. What does he got to? You know, you charge anybody what, $500?
Yeah.
What does he need? He doesn't need that shit.
Well, he's a gambler too, right? Big.
That's not giving money to anybody.
True. True.
You can win. Most black guys, it's anybody who lives on tips will tell you they ain't tipping. No, they're not. No tips from them.
Are you from the New York area, Richie?
No, he's from
I
Kansas.
sure am.
Kansas?
You don't go by my accent? People got me pegged right away.
My uncle was in the limo business in the 70s.
And what was the name of the business?
I have no idea, but it was a 76 purple Cadillac, and he still had it in the early 2000s.
That's hot.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
That sounds cool, man.
Plus, they were all Lincoln Continentals.
Mm-hmm.
Touched them in those days.
Who else you get in that limo? Richie? Anybody that we might know?
Nobody else. That was it. He was a customer. ABC was the customer, really. He worked for ABC. Fellow, he said a dollar bill.
Yeah.
Wow, a whole dollar bill. Wow, you think you can afford this? Man, you know, let's call up the government and report you. It's gone by. $1? How could you do that to anybody?
Yeah, that's crazy. When you
just forget about it, just say, hey, you know.
It's better just not tip if you're going to do that. I mean, it's kind of like saying I could have done something, but I didn't, but I kind of did, and so here you go.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like fuck you is what it kind of is when you give somebody $1.
Yeah, and the guy was a good driver. We had best drivers, and I would just leave. I would say nothing and just play it off like I thought it was taken care of by ABC.
Right, and then or you forgot or whatever. Give somebody $1. I mean, that's
Some shit
disgusting.
like that.
Yeah.
I remember the tip. I know the tip is part of it, but I'm giving you a fucking $1. Or maybe he thought it was 1938.
Kind of like when you put a penny in the salt shaker and then you go and fucking fuck his wife, right? You know what I'm saying?
Or you take $1 and you fold it up 27 times, and you make it look like $8, and you tuck it underneath the plate.
Sounds like you invented that, Don. I never heard of that one.
I heard a few people doing it. Believe me, I don't do it. I'm very fucking giving.
Guy.
My wife's always tripping about that. She's like, "Why are you tipping him? Why are you tipping him?" I just like to help out and give. You know, yeah. I love that, man. I love giving. Yeah, I like doing it. You know.
Don goes, "Hey, Mooly, give me a fucking candy."
No, I'm good to people. I treat people good, man.
Hey, Mooly.
But that fucking smartphone. He came in here, threw 4,000 N-bombs, and left.
Yeah, he was on a rampage. He came in here like a fucking Tommy gun, didn't he? Sprayed the whole joint.
He's trying to get a clip reel going.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but
Someone will clip that.
Well, that's what people have to do when they're not interested. They have to sit there and write up a bit.
Well, that's the funny thing about him is I think he's kind of interesting, and I think that he has, good conversation. He's a smart guy, but he was flipping out tonight, boy. He wanted to go to war.
Right.
Well,
it's real safe to go to war on the phone.
Well, I didn't mean like that. I just mean, you don't have to fuck with people unless, I mean, he maybe had a bad day. I don't know. We'll chalk it up as that.
Oh, remember, he has to keep reminding everyone that he has a real life and he has friends to hang out with. Don't you remember? He kept on saying, I'm fucking women, and I have friends that I talk to in real life.
Oh, he did say that.
But he's in every chat of every Gonzo show.
Well, what the fuck you think what do you think I do? Sit in my closet all day? And why do he keep calling you that country singer? What is he calling you? Alan Jackson? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Owen Williams.
Andy Williams? What's that? A baseball player?
Andy Williams. You get everything all fucked
up.
That's what I do, Richie. How many shows are going to take before you understand that's what I do?
Isn't that Andy's name on Shawshank Redemption?
I don't know. I never seen that movie.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
So, because I try to go along with this, but I was like, okay, fine, if I'm Andy Williams, and go ahead and post up all his, information in the chat, and he didn't want to do that. So it's like, why not? I mean, if you want to bust balls,
it's like Base Shaman. Like, obviously, that's not you.
Now I'm Andy Williams. Next day I'll be George Jetson, and it's just
well, my whole thing is if he had a funny comparable, like if it was a funny thing and he was making fun of you some way, like I don't know, maybe you look like Fred Flintstone, I don't know what the fuck, then it would be okay. But when there's no real punchlines, like, yeah, you're John Jackson, and everybody's like,
yeah.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? We're supposed to giggle at that shit?
John Doe.
I'm like, oh, you got him. He's got a real name. It's kind of like with me. It's like
crash, I would have played it.
it's kind of like with me on one of the shows they were showing. He's like, oh yeah, I got his picture. And I'll put it up in the Discord. And Kyle was like, well, you're proving he's got a family? What the fuck?
Yeah, Kyle didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like, what's the fucking joke here? I don't understand what the fuck you're doing.
They were so trying to get him to attack you, and he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it was crazy to me. Well, there was really nothing. He would have probably if he had some ammo there, but they didn't have nothing to go. So he was like, I don't know, man. Just shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You know,
We're all just losing steam.
Yeah, he's like, you got a weird hard-on for this guy for whatever reason. But, all right, you proved he's got a family and he's got kids. I don't know what.
RossDawg, you're a fucking shitty plumber faggot.
RossDawg, this motherfucker, he was snapping pictures of shit with his business card right there. I'm like, oh, boy. One of those fucking
idiots.
idiots.
My name a long time ago. They just forgot.
In the beginning, he's got this Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony, that type of thing. You could all gather around one particular topic. If you're these other guys, I don't know what.
Thank you, Cosmic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck their topic is. That's a true thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're just kind of talking. I want to interview a little bit of the old Richie Ross tonight, though. Rich, what do you want to talk about, buddy? I love listening to you talk, cousin.
What kind of sauce?
Huh?
I'm still recovering from Mr. What's his name? Smartphone.
Fredo.
He's got backlash from that nuke bombing of N-words.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was even rough for you, huh, Rich?
Hard to get happy after that.
Well.
Hey, Donnie, what do you put in a good sauce?
What did he say?
What do you put in a good sauce? What do you put in a good sauce?
For you,
the sauce good?
For you, I'll shit in it. You like it? It's good.
Watermelon and fried chicken.
It's good. No, seriously, my shit tastes like baked ziti. I've heard people tell me.
Very nice indeed. We're going right to the shit.
I had to. Richie, we ain't done it all night. Smartphone got all the bullshit out. We got to have a little bit of fun here.
Oh, he brought me down too.
Yeah, he was going after RossDawg. What was his problem with you, man?
Jealous.
Yeah.
That's all it can be. I don't know.
Yeah.
RossDawg, everyone knows you except me. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, but they don't got nothing to say here. So Williams, he ain't got nothing to say either.
No.
He's gonna come and find out about RossDawg. Yeah.
RossDawg's cool.
He identifies himself here. Nobody's got an opinion. Nobody's really from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Well, everybody knows about me.
Florida.
Yeah, RossDawg is in Florida. I think
I got a question for you, Richie.
Yeah.
What do you know about the mafia scene in Tampa, Florida back in the day?
Oh, no. Come on. What are you going to ask about that shit?
What people went down to Florida. I think people went down to Florida to score drugs and to settle problems. That's all I know.
Oh, shit.
You don't know nothing about nothing.
What about you, Don? What do you know?
I don't know anything. Well, how the hell am I going to know? I know I'm doing a live stream and having fun. These fucking guys, they think because you talk a little different or something, maybe you're Tony Soprano or something. That's craziness, man. These motherfuckers watch too much TV and shit.
You're in the ring now.
That was pretty real. That was pretty real, The Sopranos. That was close to real life.
Oh, Richie, you're not helping my argument.
Oh, it was. What are you going to do?
Was it?
I can't think of any.
Best.
Can you think of any? What was the best show then?
They were good actings. Yeah, they were good acting.
My favorite show ever is Married with Children.
Oh yeah, I used to love that
Al
show,
Bundy,
man.
best character ever played.
When I was a kid, I loved that show.
What about adult shows? You know, something that was on HBO.
The Simpsons.
I like Stranger Things. I like Game of Thrones. I don't like too much. That's about it. Sports.
I've never watched either one of those, man.
Yeah, they're good.
Stranger Things. That's about the kids, right?
Yeah, you have the creatures and the other world. It's really good if you get into it.
First,
but they put out a short season every couple of years, so it's.
Is it good? A lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Brown.
Yeah, the little girl looks like a boy at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, she's going to pop out some tits in a year or so.
Yeah, on the show probably.
It took me 2 fucking years to figure out that show is for kids, by kids. It's all kids. I don't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
It gets pretty dark if you watch it.
Does it?
I got my own life of darkness. But the adults were just extra bullshit there.
Well, Game of Thrones is really good too.
I never seen that either. What's that about?
I just watched.
It's like medieval type stuff, but
That's what I heard.
good.
I like watching business shows. You know, like The Profit. I like that one. Shark Tank is pretty cool.
I don't watch anything. Like that's literally it.
Yeah, I watch those shows. I'll DVR them and then
I watch
watch
you.
them. You watch
Oh,
me?
what do you do? What do you
I
do?
appreciate that, man.
What they do.
What do I do?
He's a plumber.
I'm a plumber and a father.
You're a plumber.
Yes, sir.
Same at the same time.
15
In
years.
Florida?
15 years, huh?
Oh, flowers.
Yeah.
Good for you,
It's
bro.
just the state. You can say what state you're in, can't you?
He said
Everyone's
Florida.
scared.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm in Apollo Beach.
Yeah,
They make good money. You know, they're famous. Plumbers.
he's not scared of nobody either.
No. I don't give out my real name because I don't want dick pics of my kids
Yeah.
photoshopped. That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't care.
Yeah, right. Are you familiar with? You don't sound like a guy's familiar with all this shit. Red bar, broke bar, bleached guy.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck this shit
I'm
is.
an underground troll. I do a lot of stuff. I've been messing with that guy for a long time.
Yeah, he's kind of
Okay,
he's in the
I
same
mean,
situation. He tried to be cool with the guy, but the guy's an asshole. You know, you can't be friendly with pricks. You know, some people are just that way.
He's still kind of cool with me, but I just don't care at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll make fun of his teeth for sure.
He's a hack, dude. He's phony, man.
What's the difference between bleached and unbleached? What is it?
I have no idea what that means.
Bleached, my teeth.
Wacky name.
Unbleached, broke bar's teeth.
Dumpster mouth.
Dumpster mouth. You guys are crazy.
Trump's tax program, but I can't tell you about a bleached guy or an unbleached guy.
Tell me about his tax program. You should have saved that for Aunt Sally's political views.
No harm intended, and not for nothing. But Aunt Sally, you know, she's not a very well-informed person.
Oh, you had to do it on the show, Richie. God damn it.
The way it is.
Pulling back the fourth
Thanks.
wall.
Now I'm gonna be getting fucking calls in the morning. I won't even have my coffee yet.
That fucking Guinea.
Who does that Richie think he is? I know
Yeah, she
politics. Nah, I know. I'm just kidding. She don't care.
I know it. I know these bitches.
Chat says smartphone will be back.
Opinions, but there's no knowledge to back it up. You got to do the work to back it up. Women are like that, you know, especially a generation.
Well, now it's all Facebook.
The main thrust of the tax program is that you can expense an asset purchase in 1 year. Incredible. You're a business guy. You should know that. Say you buy a building, right? Now you depreciate it over 50 years, 25 years, whatever it is, right? Here, under his program, if you want, you could expense it in 1 year. Tax benefits in 1 year. That's fantastic. That's one of the reasons the economy is off the charts. It's going crazy.
That's interesting. But now, isn't that something that they just reverse when they get out of office? Then you get the other party in and they just change it?
There'd be a big stink about it. You start raising people's taxes, it becomes obvious because he just lowered it big time.
But that's what they continue to do, isn't it?
Not this time. This was a very dramatic reduction.
And
I'm sure you could do it.
And it can't be changed?
Well, let's put it this way. If the economy is hot now, as it is now, continues on, and they try to raise taxes, there'll be a fucking holy war. No, that can't happen. Look what happened to Bush. He tried to do that, and he got turned out in office in '92. Clinton came in.
Same deal?
To the American public, he said, read my lips, no new taxes. First fucking thing he did was raise the taxes.
Right.
And then the first thing the American
he's the
public
last
did.
one not to go on to a second term, right?
Yeah, 90% of the guys, you do term one, unless some real shit goes down, like Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Go on to term two. People don't like to change horses in the middle of the stream.
I remember we voted in elementary school, and no one wanted to vote because Dukakis sounded funny, so everyone picked Bush.
That's interesting, isn't it?
The cocky.
Wasn't he the one who couldn't spell potato or some shit?
The vice president. Bush's vice president. Someone who was laughed at. He's gone. I forgot his name.
Yeah. Now Bush is just sitting in the wheelchair, smacking asses, and taking names. He don't give a fuck, right?
I like the old guy.
It's pretty funny. It is.
I talked to him for a while too.
Oh, did you?
In '88, me and my wife were talking to him.
Was he in the limo?
No, he was. We were in a conservative party dinner.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't president yet. They say, hey, Mr. Bush, Mr. I called him Mr. President. He says, oh no, not yet. And I said, no, I guarantee you, you're going to be there. You'll be all right.
Nice.
And then we talked, and then we had a lot in common. Not a lot, hardly anything. We had a few things in common. One that I have a house up in Maine, and so does he.
Mm-hmm.
And had a house in Maine. That's how we met. And so we all talked about Maine for a while. So I was talking to the president.
Nice. Did you invite him over to the Crisco Disco?
No, this was much later. The oddball point of it, I used to carry a gun in those days. I carried a gun into the
Richie,
place.
take it easy, Rich.
Hey.
I'm just
Getting
kidding.
edgy.
Listen, so I carried the gun in, right? Now and now it's the winter time, so I put the gun in the top coat, and I'm checking it, right? I get to check. Now, the Secret Service is over here. I'm looking. They guard a certain perimeter. It's president at the time, so I get the coat, right? Now I'm there talking to him. I come in, I'm clean now. I walk right past the magnometer and the Secret Service pat down, everything. I'm good. Go to him, and then I come out later to get something in the coat, cigarettes or whatever the fuck it was you could smoke in those days. And I come out, and there's the gun with it and kill this guy. Well, I didn't.
Who killed him?
Killed him. They didn't even take a shot. The guy was a loved guy.
Okay. So what happened?
All right. Well, I don't know. Technical difficulties.
Whenever you start talking about killing, that's my go-to button.
Hey, life is tough. You never heard of an assassination of a president? It happened.
Yeah, I know I did
So
hear.
there's so many little, parts that could go wrong. That's one part. How many times did it get so close?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's crazy.
So did you shoot him?
Oh, come on, man.
I didn't even have the gun there. The gun was in the coat. See, the story is the gun stayed in the top coat. It stayed in the check room.
So you didn't shoot him?
I had a cigarette. I smoked a cigarette.
You didn't smoke the president. You just smoked a cigarette.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Remember that big
He was
shit?
the vice president anyway.
When I watched the thing on Ronald Reagan when they tried to kill him, that goofy guy. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
The guy came out of the... That was pretty crazy, wasn't it?
John
the guy
Hinckley.
Jumped in front of him, saved him.
Yeah, what's up, Mark? There you are.
What's going on, Donnie? Sorry, I had to charge my headset.
You fucking missed it. Smartphone came in here, guns a-blazing on you, bro. Came at you fucking...
Smoking you.
Nuts.
I heard you mention something. What was Smartphone's major affliction with me?
Oh, Richie, you remember?
Phony, two-faced shit stirrer.
That's what it was.
Called you an N-word, I think.
Yeah, I think that. Well, he probably did. Well, he called us all that. He called us all that. What the?
Something, faggot.
Yeah, just really mad at you for some reason. He was mad at everybody except for Richie and me, but he really had it out for you today.
These guys like Smartphone, it gets to the end of the month, especially with guys like Smartphone, who like to use a little extra of their medication throughout the month, And what happens, you get to the end of the month, you go hit the old friendly pill bottle. Next thing you know, you're short one or two, right?
Yeah.
Your welfare check done ran out since I'm a nigga.
It done did.
It done ran out. The girl won't get her nails did, won't get her nails did. You out your damn pills. And CVS don't care. And next thing you know, you got Smartphone going off on everybody. Makes perfect sense to me.
But the only thing that I have that seems like would be a little that is good, but wouldn't the pills make you drowsy? Wouldn't the pills be a depressant? Would the pills make you have a stimulated go fuck everybody?
No, not if you need them, Don.
Really?
This is a common. This is a
If you need the pills to cool you down, then it won't make you sleepy.
I see.
Richie Ross is on the right side of history here. Don and normal people, the pills do one thing. And people like Smartphone, they do something entirely different. And that's what you get. You know, he's running around like a match. His brain's just on fire. You know,
He's
like a wooden
wild.
match.
He's wilding out
He's
tonight.
also a child fighting sleep, basically.
Butrin's fun. You know, you just snort that shit. It's like 10 minutes. You feel like you're on some, you know.
What?
That's great.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's been sharing recipes with smartphone, I think.
I mean, the thing is, I like smartphone. I really do. I don't know what happened to him tonight, though. He was really fucking triggered
I
tonight.
try to like him.
I know. Yeah, even Ross did. And after he was trying to slam you, you still were like, "Yo, man, chill the fuck out. I like you." He said, "I don't give a fuck who likes me. This is how I am." I was like, "Holy shit."
That's great.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. A guy, he gets a little acceptance, Don. He thinks he's your guy. He's
Yeah.
in Discord. Next thing you know, he wants to be an individual. He forgot that he was part of a team.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you got a renegade. You got to take him fishing. You know what I mean?
He's a cowboy. Yeah.
Oh, like a Godfather or something?
That whole Hail Mary thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Say, Don, hey, next week you got to bring a shine box with you.
Yeah, I will. Definitely, I will.
Put your mic on it.
And if somebody gets out of line, smartphone, come and get this fucking shine box.
Oh, that's crazy. 'Cause I think Smartphone's an all right guy, but he's really fucking pissed. I don't know why he's mad at everybody tonight. But what's going on, Mark? What are you doing tonight, man?
Not a whole lot. You know, Richie, the interesting thing, you know, shine box. I have my father's shine box from when he shined shoes on Taylor Street. And, like, on the brush, you know, it's like a wooden brush. He's got his name on it.
Sure.
He's got his name on the lid, you know, it's an all wooden box, really nice. And I said, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, what is these names all over this for, Dad, when I was a kid? He's like, you know, I'm like, why don't you just put your name on the thing once? He goes, you'll understand when you get older. Those were weapons back in the day. I guess you'd grab the lid to your shine box and the brush in your other hand, and it was like a sword and a shield. And they
Oh,
go at it on
wow.
the street. Yeah, you had to have your name on everything.
That's fucking cool.
In Brooklyn, we used to use garbage can covers because they were metal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes good sense.
Yeah.
Our shields. And then we break off a broom and use that as a, we hope we get a lot of wood in there. Maybe we stick in your neck.
You guys were next level gladiators, huh?
So you know what a garrison belt is?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm unfamiliar.
Big thick buckle. It's like an old military belt. We used to take that and sharpen the edge of the buckle down on a curbstone. Get it to be like knife sharp, and wrap it around your fist and start waving it around. And you catch someone right, you could hurt them bad.
I hear stories like these, stories like my father's. I wonder how any of you fucking live.
I know it.
I can't figure out.
It was fucking amazing. I mean, when I was growing up back in the 40s, every third kid in my neighborhood got polio. Shitless of polio, not anything else, but polio.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't even know what it is, but I mean, we had 30 kids, 10 of them were crippled up.
They didn't have what is
Richie,
it? The immunity then, right?
They came up with a polio vaccine. Jonas Salk, I think, is the guy that did it.
56, yeah, 1956.
Wow.
But I worked for a guy when I was a kid. When I was like 14 years old, I worked at the horse stables where the rich guys used to play polo. And a guy there had it in the hole. He was just withered, man. It looked like one arm. Yeah. He had like a oak tree trunk for one arm.
Wow.
And the other arm looked like a little twig.
It's rough. I mean, you kids don't know what all the diseases were, So you had to be a tough motherfucker just to live through those days.
Just to survive, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because if it wasn't that, there was a thing called whooping cough that'd kill you. So at the end of my junior high school in the 9th grade, we looked in the back, and 8 kids, 350, died that year.
Yeah, I actually had whooping cough when I was a kid. My father tells me stories about it.
Really? You're young enough to where you would have gotten the vaccination.
Well, they took care of it, of course, but I got it.
Well, I went around Florida too a couple years ago.
I don't know. I was born in '76, so I don't really know. But he told me I had the whooping cough and I had to sleep a certain way and all that shit, and they gave me the vaccine or whatever. But it was crazy. It was a crazy story. Yeah.
You get the vaccine first, then you don't get it. Once you get it, you just gotta hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happens, Richie? Like you still see whooping cough in emergency rooms today. The kids come over the border with it. It's whooping cough. Yeah.
Here we go with those fucking sick motherfuckers from south of the border. They're bringing up everything with them. Drugs, weirdness of all kinds. You know, all these people are sex trafficking. The whole thing is a monster.
Yeah.
Stood down south of the border.
Can't live with him, can't kill him.
Sex trafficking. The whole thing is a monster.
Yeah.
Stood down south of the border.
It's weird though. I got a soft spot in my heart for these people. I mean, I know there's a lot of bad that goes on. They just remind me so much of the Italians. They're olive skin. They have religion. They have family. They have work ethic.
Italians got here a long time ago when we really needed these people, and they fit right in when no one had any vaccinations, no one had anything. We needed the hard, strong laborers, not the mafia guys. That's like 1/2 of 1%. 99.5% were guys who were bricklayers and stonemasons and tailors and barbers.
I think Mark's saying he's got more of a.
Italians were the hardest fucking working people in this fucking country.
No doubt, but he's saying that he's more of a humanitarian outlook on it. I think, is that what you're trying to say, Mark?
Well, yeah, I just think that we focus on the 1% that are drug traffickers. I mean, I could be fucking wrong. Maybe I'm just a big pussy, but
no,
they just seem to have everything that's American to me in their culture, and I just think that's what makes this country great. I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I think everybody has their own opinion. There's a Statue of Liberty. There's a Statue of Liberty for a reason, and I think.
Liberty. The Statue of Liberty
I know.
Given
He wants to kill.
The Statue of Liberty was given to us by France.
Yeah, it's good.
What kind of stupid nigger giggles like Jings and Things, aka Alan Williams? You fucking giggling stupid motherfucker.
Smartphone. Why don't you tell? Why don't you
fucking giggle?
Tell my
giggling fucking stump fucking human. Hey, I have a request because I have business to do.
All right, go ahead. Business at midnight.
I have a request, Donnie. I have a request, Donnie, because I got business to get down to. All right,
go ahead.
I would like you to mute Jings and Things until I get rid of business here.
Yeah, that's me, Jings.
Mute that motherfucker.
You want me to do what?
Mute him. Mute him. I don't even. I don't need this.
Don,
you and I. Hey, Callista. You and I are gonna get down. All right. But I would like Don A to mute this stupid giggling motherfucker.
Oh, to mute him?
Right?
You have perfect timing, Smartphone. We were just talking about all the things that killed people like you until vaccinations came around.
Oh yeah, I heard your bullshit. Go ahead. What do you gotta say, Glista?
I'm saying just because your meds ran out, don't take it out on
What do you gotta say, brother, when you come to my town, brother?
Okay, mute this motherfucker too. That's what's gonna
no
go.
one's listening to you. Mute this faggot.
Come on, go ahead, guys.
Don A, what to do?
Talk, guys. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm on medication. What medication? Since you are the candy man, Callista, you are the drug dealer. What medications am I on?
I'm not sure, but I know a customer when I see one, Smartphone.
Okay. Well, what makes you think I'm a customer? What makes you think I'm a customer? What is it?
Well, the fact that you seem to have more energy than others sometimes, but in general, you're completely irrational, which makes you a potential customer.
What makes me irrational? That I think you are a two-faced shit stirrer?
No, what makes you irrational is you sound like Jimmernam now, calling me a two-faced shit stirrer.
No, I've always thought you were a two-faced shit stirrer. I believe I said on the show last time that you were a two-faced shit stirrer. So
that is kind of a Jimmerman.
So where am I inconsistent, Mr. Galista?
Well, see, all of a sudden you've picked me as a target, but all I'm saying is...
No, not all of a sudden.
Hold on.
Not all of a sudden.
Just have a moment of self-reflection with us here, Smartphone. If you and Jimmernam think similarly about me, and I can see Jimmernam for what he is, and you're more like Jimmernam than me, what does that make you?
Confused.
All right, whatever. Okay, so how is that somebody calls you out for being what you are? If we both look at the sun and say that's the sun, if it's 12 o'clock and it's fucking 12 o'clock, it just is. What? So you are and will always be a two-faced shit stirrer. End of fucking story. And you know what the truth is? Kyle swindles the fucking shakedown artist, Jimmernam, and whomever encounters you all realize that that's what the fuck you are.
Kyle and I get along wonderfully. Don and I get along wonderfully.
True.
Smartphone, you have a problem getting along with people.
I get along with Smartphone, though. I don't know.
Do I want to get along with anybody? What makes you think I've ever wanted to get along with anybody than you ever have gotten along with?
I refer back to argument one, the mental illness angle, the need for medication, the end of the month.
Okay. What are your credentials? What are your credentials, a drug dealer? That I asked you, what drugs am I on then?
The same credentials that occur.
No, what drugs? I'm asking a simple answer. Quit deflecting. What drugs am I on?
Ooh, deflecting, using triggered words in the new millennium. So here's what I would say. I would say the Supreme Court came down and said, there are things.
Okay, now we're talking. The question is, what drugs am I on? Now you're talking about the Supreme Court. All right. What drugs am I on?
A rational person knows something that's out of line when they see it. That's how we describe what is pornography. It's how we describe what is mental illness.
This is what you do. This is what filibustering really is, because Kyle doesn't know what the fucking definition of the word is. You're talking to ask a straight question. What drugs am I on? And you want to talk about the Supreme Court. Now you want to talk about something else. I'm asking you one more time. What drugs am I on?
I wish I knew, because then I'd have something else to do tonight.
All right, so you made this up. You know what's not made up? You're a fucking two-faced shit stirrer. That's not made up. That's what
did he do that was two-faced?
Just own it.
Smartphone. What did he do that was two-faced? I asked you that before. You didn't answer.
Hey, Callista, you and I have been calling in on these shows. You and I have been calling in on these shows from the beginning.
You still didn't answer it, Smartphone.
I will give you that. I will give you that. And I do remember, and I can bring it up, and I will put it out there and blast it everywhere. Your first call into Germanam, if we have to do that. And what you said.
I don't care. My opinions change all the time, but there's one thing I know right now.
Oh, so your opinion changed. So it's not two-faced. Your opinion changed.
My opinion changed.
People can change.
Yeah,
Hey, people
sounds
can
reasonable.
change, right, Don?
Yeah, that's true, man. I liked him in the beginning, too. I didn't have no...
All right, then. If your opinion changed, why'd you go back into his Discord?
Because honestly, Smartphone in the beginning, I didn't like you at all.
No, Glista, how many times you been in and out of that fucking community?
Smartphone, I know you're pissed about being banned, but...
About what?
I don't care about being banned. I'm not trying to get back into his fucking... I'm not trying to get back to anywhere I've been banned. If Don A chooses to ban me now, he chooses to ban me, and I'll live by that. But I'm asking you a fucking question. How many times have you been in and out of that community?
You'd be a little sad, Smartphone, if I banned you. Come on.
Dude, I want cash.
Smartphone, like I said, opinions can change. I like you until
Okay, your opinion changed. So it's not two-faced. Your opinion changed. You got banned. Your opinion changed. You got back. Your opinion changed. So to me, I'm saying that that's two-faced. And you did it to stir shit. I stir shit, but I own up to it. I've never pretended not to stir shit.
How about this?
All right.
I'll own up to being two-faced if you own up to that multiple personality disorder. Is that a deal?
No. This is a persona, the Smartphone. It's like Callista is a persona.
No, that's his name.
I've actually called into Kyle as you, using my best imitation of you on the phone, and he thought he was talking to you. I've actually called into Kyle as fucking Danny Ross, and he got all pissed off. All right, and this is what I do. Okay. All right. Okay. I thought you fucking muted this guy.
Hey, monotone.
Okay.
Hold on, go ahead. What were you saying?
What can I say, Smartphone? You're a podcasting savant. What do you want me to die?
What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life?
What drugs? I don't like you, and so that's it. So that's all. I don't like you. I don't like Jimmerham, and I don't like fucking Kyle. I never have. It took me like five minutes. And I don't know why. I'll tell you this. I can't. It's professional. It's professional.
Go, girl.
It's professional disdain. I've said this many times. All right.
All right.
I bet you're gonna mute these assholes.
All right. Finish what you're saying.
Professional disdain. Because I've been earning a living at this YouTube. These motherfuckers. All right.
Yeah, man, that's fucking awesome, dude. You're fucking cool, bro.
You go, girl.
We get slow clap for these guys.
We're trying to have fun, Smartphone. You're on a whole nother vibe right now, bro.
Hey, dude, I punch you right in the face right now.
I do what I want.
I punch you right in the face.
No, Smartphone. Don't say that. If you and I met in real life,
Violence.
No. I would like to punch you in the face right now, Donna, because you know.
You want to punch me in the face? Oh, Smartphone.
No. I can go in on you about all that bullshit, and you really did get yourself fucking handed to on Bleach's show.
Did I?
And you had to start this fucking thing over.
Did I?
Started this. You spent hundreds of dollars to do it.
No, not
'cause
really.
You got handed to. Now you're trying to fucking do some shit with these two fucking clowns. When I was in here,
Oh, I put the Discord on. Anybody could come in and do whatever they want to do.
All right. Hey, you know, soon there will be a bigger voice, and I'll make it my mission if you're going to continue with this to fuck with you.
Thank you.
And we're gonna meet at Madison Square Garden, brother.
All right, I love it. Smartphone, I like that. I'm built for that, bro. I'm built for that.
If you want to do that.
I'm built for it. If you want to do that.
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
That's called it's life. It's life.
You're not gonna like it. No. We'll see. We'll see. I can make it a mission to fuck with you. You've already been exposed on one Bleach show.
You wanna go to?
I'm talking serious.
You want to go to war with me now?
I can go to war with you if you want. You're being
dishonest.
Hey, you want to go to war? You want to go to war?
You're being a dishonest little prick right now.
That's not fair, Smartphone. I'm letting you over here.
You're just as fucking greasy as Galista.
Oh, okay.
You don't like these two guys. You don't like Jings and things.
Oh yeah.
You don't like fucking what?
Let me.
You don't know what we do.
We're trying to have fun here, man.
Let me hear one of your. Let me hear one of your fucking questions. Let me hear another one of these fucking questions. Go ahead.
How about no one's doing anything you're telling them, so shut the fuck up, little boy.
Do you think Do you think
Give another order.
I can't hear him. I can't hear you, Galista. You better have your buddy fucking do something about that. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Get a better headset.
These guys won't shut up. I can't hear you.
Okay, listen. If you can't hear me now, then just play the playback. But there's 400 million people in the U.S. There's 15 of us.
Well, you like your stats, don't you?
Oh,
You
cut
like
them
your
off.
stats.
Cut them off.
You're almost as good as fucking.
Let him finish,
Shut
jackass.
the fuck up.
Go right ahead.
You know how to do a show?
All I'm saying is there's
No, because
20
he's
of us here.
no, because I'm not
there he goes
distracted by
again.
that bullshit.
That's what filibuster it
400
is.
million people.
Hey,
What do you
go
guys say
ahead,
about
Mark.
400 million people?
Go ahead,
What
Mark.
do you guys say?
If you listen,
What are
I'll
the
tell
stats?
you. And you might like
You
it.
gonna tell me
got
you gonna tell me the distance between the East Coast and West Coast?
That's filibustering, Smartphone.
I'm gonna give you a cure for your case of the hurt feelings here. All right,
Hurt
look,
feelings, no.
there's 20 of us here. Take the whole internet. How many people are on the internet? There's 20 of us here. Don't you think we got more in common than different? Why don't you just get along?
This is his character. It's his
I'm not
shit.
you, Jings and things. I'm not fucking you, Galista. I'm not you. To me, you're all one big thing. You're all, the only one here is interesting. When it comes down to it, the only one who is interesting here is Richie Ross. That's
You're
it.
not
No, why? Because
hurting
he's lived a
anyone's
life.
feeling.
He's lived a life. He's accomplished things. And that's
Okay,
it. He's won
I
that
agree with
life.
you. I agree with you that Richie Ross is very interesting, and I think that you just made my point for me. Everybody on Kyle's show thought he was interesting. Everybody here thinks he's interesting. I think
And
we
he's
all
still.
have more in
Doesn't
common.
that make you fucking laugh? How butthurt Kyle's still over the fact that Richie Ross left his ass.
I don't know if he's butthurt, but yeah, I'd be upset.
Oh come
too.
on!
Richie
Oh
Ross is
come
a
on!
good guy.
Full fucking.
Richie Ross is a good guy.
How many times has Richie Ross brought up Kyle on this fucking show? And how many times does that motherfucking nigga Kyle Swindles bring up Richie Ross? And it goes off on a fucking monologue about it on his goddamn show.
Edgy boy. He's a little edgy boy. He's a white boy.
I don't watch the show, so I didn't know he was that deep.
Boy.
Oh, he's done it several times, Richie. He's done it several times.
I think we'd like to go back to talking to Richie. It was kind of fun. Do you know what fun is? You allowed to have any fun, little boy?
Yeah, let's have some fun, Smartphone.
All right, everybody shut up. Let's hear what Richie Ross has to say about all this.
Yeah, let's hear Richie Ross. Come on, Richie. How do you feel?
What the fuck you guys are yelling at each other? Suppose you
Exactly.
should start, all right, just say, hey, maybe I am. Maybe that's part of this game that you guys play.
Well, what do you care, you know?
And so stir the shit a little bit. You can't just sit there and talk about, roses and daffodils and how everyone loves everybody. It's good to stir a little shit once in a while, right?
It's all entertainment, isn't it?
Well, yeah, Richie. I mean, I agree with you, Richie. I think, like, right now I'm on the treadmill. Instead of looking up at CNN and reading the bottom line, I'm talking to you all. Now,
So everyone's having fun.
yeah, I think it's kind of fun. You learn something. You talk to people that are interested in the same thing.
Well, remember the debates you had Trump and Hillary. Okay. What happens if they just sat there and just looked at each other? I agree with that. Listen to, would it be boring, right? You got to argue a little bit, right?
Left. Poor guy.
But I think Smartphone's issue is different. I think he sees, like, the internet communities as a whole all confiding against him, which I feel bad because I don't think it really is that way.
Mm-hmm.
And he rage quit.
Yeah,
It is if he thinks it is.
everybody's different. You know, we're not all connected like that. We're all just trying to have a good time and have fun. That's all it is. But
I mean, you see him attacking me, like I couldn't be much more of a nicer guy in my own opinion.
yeah, well, he wants to go to war with me too, so we'll see how that plays out. Let's see how far he gets because he could do some voices and shit.
You gotta admit, he was an interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. That's right. I like him on the show. I don't have no problem with him.
There's no doubt that Smartphone's interesting. In the same respect, I understand why Kyle had to ban him, because if you got 3 or 4 people that want to talk and you got one guy that wants to roll over.
True, yeah, that's true.
It's interesting when you work together and you pause and you let someone finish, even if you're mad at them.
He's very loud too. What do you have? His volume up at 3 times everybody else?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hugely loud.
Yeah, seems
Well,
like it.
That's his life.
I make no accusations, but you know, we know certain things about Artie Lang. That behavior that Artie had on the AA show, where he just rolled over everything. It's the same kind of thing. It doesn't, after a while, you either got to be really funny or be really interesting to be rolling over everybody.
Oh yeah, it doesn't hold last.
Well, no one tries to act cool and say they don't care and then tells everyone they don't care.
That's true. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and you're just continuing to go on.
You brought up Artie. You know, he used to follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
And so, we all know his. Well, you don't, Don, but the rest of us know his problems, the drugs and all that.
Oh, I know about it.
Yeah.
Ripped him up a little bit on Twitter.
You did?
And yeah. Well, he never fucking came in. He had the bullshit excuses. So, how would you feel? You have a company. A guy comes in 2 or 3 times a week, maybe.
Couple.
Sometimes he's an hour and a half late, and then he's got a bullshit excuse. Hey, how long would he last?
Well, I have managers that handle that kind of stuff
for
me.
Guy's got to go.
But no doubt, yeah, we got criteria to follow, and you got to go.
Put him up a little bit, but I said I don't think you handled it in a professional manner. If you thought you were too sick to continue, you should have taken the guy's money.
That's true too.
I can't do this fucking job.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I gotta say,
I think
what it is that he unfollowed me for that shit.
Well, I think Kumi only took him because of the whole Stern shit. He knew what he was dealing with, but it is definitely a bad employee to have. I mean, the guy's got a heroin addict. I mean, he's such a problem that he had like 80 bags, didn't he? What was it?
Yeah, 80 bags of nickel bags that they were.
Yeah, but still. But
to be honest with you, though, Don, for a guy who's an addict that's got a lot of money and got quite a habit, like Artie probably has after all these years, that's probably like a 2-day swing for him. That probably wasn't a whole hell of a lot for Artie.
But why have 80 bags? Isn't that something that a dealer would have? Isn't that for distribution?
You buy what this guy sells you right away.
Takes it all?
Buy the whole fucking thing. Yeah. Well, how much you got now? He says, I got 80 bags. Give me the whole fucking supply.
Shit.
He's got that kind of dough.
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further, because he had 81 bags on him when he was caught. I'll bet you he had just fucking done the other 9. I'll bet you he bought 90. You're right, Richie. He said, what do you got? I'll take it all.
Yeah, he probably did. Because they found him in a car, so.
I believe that he's a confidential informant for the Jersey cops and maybe even for the feds. Because he doesn't do fucking no time for this shit.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Day here, day there. You kidding? The cops put him right back out there and said, hey, whenever you got information, let us know. If you don't, we'll pull your shit in, right?
Probably.
Well, he's also got a team of guys that'll get the drugs for him. He said he pays a team to get him the drugs. And
that's true too.
Keep 'em off.
Yeah.
Fighting against each other.
That's sad.
I think that was the case, and that sounds like very much like an addict to me. But I think that Artie probably used to have a lot more resources and hanger-ons willing to do shit like that. Don't forget, even if you're going to get drugs for somebody else, you're putting yourself in a hell of a spot if you get caught. I think Artie probably ran out.
The cops don't want to hear, well, this is not for me, it's for somebody else. I don't give a fuck. You were the one who's got it.
That's true.
You're under arrest.
Yep.
No doubt.
No, I brought that up because he's coming off like I'm like this everyman. I'm looking down at Twitter. I don't take it so serious.
Right.
Don't take it so serious. I say one little bad thing right away, he unfollowed me.
It's funny, isn't it?
You're a little girl too, like everybody else.
Hey, do you feel?
I think it's hard. These guys get into show business because they want the constant positive reinforcement, and I think the negative stuff is hard to deal with when you get to a certain level.
It's not so difficult for him to put everyone down, though.
Right.
Right, but he would tell you that's my act. That's what I do. That's like when these comedians
They kick your ass then. You know?
well, that's like when these comedians say stupid shit about you know, racial stuff, or they say something stupid about let's bomb this or do that, and then they turn around and say, oh, it was a joke. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you say so.
The comedians cover because everything they say now is a joke. Well, everything you say isn't a joke.
No, we're saying the same thing, Richie. No comedian has ever said, you know what? Hey, what I said was fucking stupid and not funny. They all fall back on it was a joke.
Right.
Okay.
Can't you take a joke?
Well, yeah, that's what they do. They try to play it into that angle. But the fact of the matter is, I say stupid things. Don, you probably say stupid things. And I've been wrong before, too.
Well, what's your take on the Roseanne situation then?
The Roseanne situation is different. They bought a stock that was hot because it was dangerous. They knew what they were getting into with her.
All right.
She didn't come out of nowhere. She didn't change. This is a lady
the actual tweet. Are you familiar with the actual tweet or no?
The actual tweet to me, and I'm going to sound like a hypocrite after what I just said, when you put the picture of the lady from Planet of the Apes next to the picture of Valerie Jarrett.
She looked Jewish. She looked Jewish, though, didn't she?
But irregardless of that, there's a bona fide.
Hey, wait, listen, you're a smart guy. Don't ever say that again. The word is regardless, not irregardless. There's no such word. If you use it with intelligent people like myself, you'll sound like a fucking idiot.
Ah, Richie, be nice, Richie.
No, irregardless is a double negative. He's right.
Yeah, he is.
Regardless
I know.
Word. Literally, there's no such word as irregardless. It doesn't exist.
There's disregard, not irregard.
All right, irregardless.
I'm just trying to help you out so you sound smart. So you
and I appreciate that. You're absolutely right.
Thank you. I thought you were a smart enough guy to be able to take that.
Right, but I'm speaking passionately. So regardless of the fact of whether or not... No, you're good. Regardless of the fact, you know, they knew what they were getting with her. This is a lady...
With the picture, Jared, the picture.
She dressed up like Hitler, putting cookies dressed like little Jewish kids.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm talking about the actual tweet with the Planet of the Apes and Miss Jarrett.
Okay, I think she was wrong.
I thought that was pretty harmless.
She was wrong in the sense that it wasn't funny in that form. Had she added the picture of Valerie Jarrett next to the actual picture of the actor from Planet of the Apes, she'd have had a bona fide joke. What she said was not funny without the whole context. But at the same time, they're two-faced to fire her because they hired her for exactly that type of shit.
You think they should have fired her, Mark?
No, because that's what they hired her for. They hired her for being the outsider, pointing and laughing.
She's a crazy person, no question about it.
And she does drugs and shit at night and drinks with her pills and her medication. It's a lot of fucking problems she's got.
I don't think she does that anymore. But she's
no, she does.
So's her ex-husband, this Tom Arnold. He's a nut job too.
Oh, he's always been
You're
a
exactly
wacko.
right, Richie. And you know what? Do you want to know the one thing I take issue with Roseanne? When you get called out for a bad joke, don't say I didn't mean it like that. Say I did something stupid. She falls back on Ambien and alcohol.
Yeah,
Roseanne,
that's the fucking excuse of all times. I've heard that excuse 20 times. Bullshit. Come on.
You see how many times she's on Twitter with that bullshit, though? She can't stop. She's addicted. She won't shut the fuck up. She's crazy.
One of the Kennedys had the Ambien excuse, too. She was driving like, wiggling in and out, 80 miles an hour. The cops stopped her.
Yeah.
Ambien.
Oh, Richie, the Kennedy guy crashed right into the fucking steps of the Capitol in Washington, remember?
Yep.
That's the guy. I'm talking about one of the Kennedy women. That's a whole Ambien family. And that's the fallback excuse to everybody. Drugs. I was asleep. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do I know? I'm bipolar.
Oh, it's no excuse. It's no excuse at all.
He beat the hell out of his wife. His excuse to the judge was he's bipolar.
No, you're right. Richie.
Out of your wife.
Listen, for a fact, I know that Ambien can do that to you because I took Ambien one time and I must have woke up in that Ambien haze and took another one because I was having trouble sleeping. I woke up, I had to go to 7-Eleven and buy a fucking newspaper to see what day it was. I was so disoriented.
Oh, fuck that.
I didn't remember anything.
Wait a minute. What year was this?
This is like 10 years ago.
Yesterday.
My neighbor never knocked on my door.
You didn't have a phone? You didn't have a phone that you could press a button and see the date?
No. That's how disoriented it was. I went down to 7-Eleven, bought a newspaper to see what day it was.
Yeah, it sounds like a story.
Yeah.
No. It's the truth, Richie. And yes, I did have a phone.
All right.
I had a computer at the time, too. I had a million things with the date on it.
The calendar on my wall.
You decided to go get a newspaper?
I decided to go get a newspaper, but my neighbor never knocked on my door and said, hey, you know, last night you fucking knocked on our door and called my husband a nigger.
Did you do that?
No. I'm saying that never happened. So I agree that I get your fuck one. But listen, Ambien can make you in a twilight sleep. It can make you sleepwalk, but it ain't gonna change who you are. Not in my opinion.
No.
You're a flaming racist if you're not one.
That's right. I don't think that's gonna happen.
There's an old Latin saying. Mark, you know this. There's an old Latin saying: "In vino veritas." There is truth. Meaning, when you get loaded, the truth comes out, as we all know, right? As adults.
Very much true.
When someone's drunk, they're going to tell you what they believe you are. They're going to give you their true opinion of you, your wife, and your kids.
Yeah, that's an old saying.
Right? Then they'll say, "Oh, lady, I didn't know what I was saying. I was drunk." No, you knew exactly what you're saying.
You knew what you were saying. The truth comes out, right?
In vino
So do you
veritas.
think there'll be a smartphone apology tour sometime next week about all this tonight? He's been everywhere calling everybody.
Yeah, he'll probably call in and be, "Come on, Donnie, you know I like you. What the fuck?"
The smartphone's going to lose his sitcom. It's gone.
He said he's got something up his sleeve. He's got this big thing that he wants to
He's finished. It's over for him.
tell everybody, and I don't know.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, Don, we're cool, but I don't care. I don't care either
Yeah,
way."
I don't really care, Donnie. You can do whatever, man. You can do whatever, man.
They show and say 8,000 times and then still have a sitcom. You're over. Finished.
Somebody in the background is doing a pretty good impression of smartphone. Who was that?
I don't know. Oh, me. That was probably me or one of those guys. But he was saying, "Oh, Don, it's no problem. We're fine. I like you. I like you a lot, Don." And I was like, "You do? Oh, okay, cool."
And then he wanted to fist fight you. He wanted to punch you in the face.
Yeah, what? Cool. Dude, he really threatened to punch. So who do you want to punch? He wanted to punch me, I think.
He wanted to punch me in the face, and then he said, "Don, hey, I'll punch you in the face." And when you questioned it about him, he said he was talking about me.
Weird, man.
He's confused.
He's fucking weird. We start threatening people.
Johnson's house right now to punch Al Johnson in the face.
When you start threatening people, fucking violence, you lost.
Things get real.
You lose the argument when you start wanting to threaten people. Come on, man.
A bowl now just to calm down.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like the show's coming to a close. All right. So I appreciate everybody.
Fine one it was.
Thank you. I had a good time tonight, guys. I appreciate all you guys coming out. Richie, Mark, Jings and Things, whatever the fuck, Andy Williams, whatever your name is, RossDawg, and even Smartphone. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you very much. Great show. Good show, guys.
Take care, Don. Take care, Richie, Ross.
Take care, boss. We'll see you.
Keep in touch.
Have a good night.
Good night, everyone in the chat. Take it easy. Glad that you were here.
Good night, smartphone. We love you.
We love you.
Smartphone, wherever you are. Wherever you are. Come back.
Come back, smartphone. Have a drink, brother.
You know why?
Have 2 drinks.
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, "That's the bad guy." So, will that make you good? You're not good. You just know how to hide. How to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy. It's a bad